That's definitely something you can do.
Yeah, and then the changes we put shields on, right, guys?
We put shields on and we banned front logic.
Shields were already on by default.
We had one shield season, and it was the turnout was not great.
Oh wait, when was the shield season?
Season 16.
Well,
the one with 18 players and 6 newcomers.
I would have played.
Shields on, but only if you're below a 3 on the dock.
I like it.
Look, I could support that.
Dom, do you like shieldless PvP more than shield PvP?
What about...
I like both. That's the thing. I like both. It's just I know that people are probably more likely going to play with the version we're doing right now.
Why, it's a surprise game mode.
Well, that's why you do Shield Breaker, where bows and swords disable shields.
But then what's the point of having them?
If there was ever going to be shields,
which is pointless with his Arctic mobs, but yeah.
Yeah. If we were ever going to do shield stuff, it would be like that. Because having shield just be something you can just hold up and then just block forever, especially with the newer combat where it's much where there's much faster.
I actually think the timed melee without shields is actually quite fun.
You know, I have heard good things about that. I just think also having the idea of having the 1-8 combat plus just full on shields.
Oh no, that's terrible. Don't do that.
That sounds horrible.
That's an awful idea. That's an awful idea.
Yeah.
What was I going to say? Alright, what about Phobia? Fear of obsidian trapping. Everyone gets an infinite water bucket and an infinite lava bucket.
Oh my god.
That would make
PvP is also disabled.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, just do an ITVP season.
Obsidian trapping does not work in new versions.
But what if you obsidian trap both blocks?
Double obsidian trap.
Yeah, but who's gonna do that?
It's harder, but still very doable. Oh yeah, no one. Phobia could not pull that off. That is definitely not a serious suggestion.
Is there like a fear of explosions, and then the whole map is just TNT? The entire map.
Just pressure Tommy into playing.
You guys done Fear of Hell already?
No, that's one on the docket.
In fact, that's a really easy one to go for.
Nether.
Yeah, Fear of Hell is a really easy one to do, which is why the game that we have planned for it is insanely overcomplicated.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Endophobia, fear of the end.
That's probably one that we could do.
Players spontaneously combust.
Oh. Honestly, I've also considered doing like an end theme thing for like a fear of like aliens or a fear of the extraterrestrial.
Ooh.
That would work.
Fear of peanut butter.
Okay.
Oh, there we go.
This doesn't even have a phobia name attached to it. I googled uncommon phobias. This doesn't even have a phobia name.
It's up to us.
Fear of peanut butter.
I can't tell you the name off the top of my head, but I know there is a named phobia for the fear of peanut butter sticking to the top of your mouth. That has a named phobia.
What if you have a season that's not like the phobia name? You just call a season social anxiety.
I think it's been long enough now that we can do the phobia that I suggest that the Party of One done. It was going to be the April Fool's joke.
Oh, which one was that again?
It was fear of a duck watching you, where we retexture chickens to look like ducks, and it was like capture, but also chickens could throw eggs at you. And also it was xenophobia, and everyone was a chicken.
Oh my
so it was just everyone throwing eggs at each other, while having mobs throwing eggs at them, and some of the eggs could be mobs. But you don't know what mob the egg is because it spawns as a chicken.
That one could work. I think that one could work better in like 121 because then you could also resize players so it actually feels like you're looking at the chicken's perspective.
It would require Leon to like redo the xenophobia game mode though, which is hard coded to be villagers, which is why he didn't do it for Party of One.
I've got one with 2 different name options. You've got
that's either, 2 seasons.
Drippophobia or denimophobia, which is either the fear of like fashions, like people with better fashion sense, or the fear of double denim, depending on which one you go with.
Of course.
You're not allowed to wear 2 types of the same, like 2 pieces of the same type of armor.
What do you even do? Leather, diamond, gold, iron?
Gold, diamond, iron, chain, and then nether would be on, and people would rush to get netherite armor.
Oh god.
Or maybe you'd probably realistically modify it to be you can only wear 2 pieces of the same type of armor. But
yeah. I mean,
I feel like you need to wear at least 3 different types of armor so that you have to have a gold piece or something.
I feel like in that case, you got gold boots are such a gimme.
Will be gold helmet's the better one because it's the same value as iron.
Oh right, yeah. I forget which one was the same value. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, that's why theoretically it would work better if it was all 4 pieces different, but that would require people to make chain armor, which is, to be fair, Arctic I assume still has the chain armor craft with coal.
You also could just have like a custom craft.
Yeah,
for-
with chains.
Yeah. Like
Yeah,
you
no,
get chains like
probably
random
do.
drop from a mob or something.
You can craft chains.
Oh.
But you can't
Oh, then
craft
it's
chain
just-
armor, I don't think, right?
No, yeah, but you can just add a recipe that turns chains into chainmail.
I'm surprised Leon didn't do that and went with coal instead.
Well, because
Yeah,
then like
right
you,
there
you,
for
you
the
could also
making.
you could change like the chain recipe so like the amount that you get per iron is like way higher. So you need like very
We-
little iron to make chain
yeah.
armor.
I think on New Dawn we have it as 1 ingot and 2 nuggets makes a chain.
isn't that
So you
Right.
can get the chain armor quite a bit quicker.
Wait, how
Honestly,
many
I don't even
how many
doing it
chains
for
does that
fun.
how many chains does that craft?
I don't remember.
Surely it's not
Have a look.
1 because then that would just be a loss.
Yeah, worse than iron.
Let me have a look. Craft. 3 chains.
That is better than.
Yeah. We could probably up that, honestly. I'm surprised we only have it as 3 chains.
well, like who's crafting chain armor? Like realistically.
I don't know. People that need a 4th piece of armor for denimophobia so that they're not wearing double
Okay.
denim.
Besides that situation, which has never happened.
Speaking of that of data packs, I probably like a month ago, I finally managed to get a data pack working with one of the suggestions I had for the New Dawn group ages ago, which was you had Cuckling when you were on fire.
If you got that
I-
working.
I finally managed to get a data pack that actually works that way.
Oh, yeah,
only
can
on-
we,
Only on iron, to be fair, but you could just do that on everything else as well.
Speaking of New Dawn data packs, can we get fast melting on Arctic for Phobia?
You know what's crazy?
Ooh.
You know what's fucking crazy?
Mm.
It already is.
What?
It has been this whole time.
Dude, no one told me. I thought Arctic didn't have that feature.
No, it did. It has that fast melting.
Fuck.
It has.
Uh,
It's had the whole time.
So you can. I could have just been putting all my stuff into ores and smelting it into
Yeah.
blocks. Fuck.
Yep. That whole time, yeah.
Bitch,
Oh,
fuck.
that fast melting. Okay.
Yeah, not
Yeah,
actual.
I should.
sped up
I think.
fast melting.
I think going forward, I might make that more well known.
I
That
would-
you can do that.
I would mention that to people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I think Leon like genuinely once saw it, like was in the New Dawn group and was like, "I'm stealing that."
But yeah, it's a good feature. I don't know why it's not in the vanilla game. Why did they add raw ore blocks and not let you smelt them into actual ore blocks?
I know.
It's
They
just
just,
so nice.
Oh, well, that's good to know then.
yeah. And if you're ever playing another round on Arctic in the newer versions, yeah, they've got they have the fast melting. I'm pretty sure.
Awesome.
I'm like 95% sure.
It might be very new because I feel like it wasn't a thing for ambition, but I could be wrong. I might just be misremembering. Fear of Sleep's one you can do with phantoms at some point.
Oh, that would be
I think-
so
I
much
We
think
fun.
already talked about that like 2 days ago, but
Yeah, I think I got a Fear of Sleep one on here as well. Also a bit underdeveloped, but it's something we could do.
It should be like hosted at like 3 a.m. for like NA people or something.
Everyone else eating
you like
good.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's New Dawn times.
I would appreciate the buff because I stay up that late anyway. So
Cheat code.
That's not the right button.
Honestly, Gavin kind of did that for Party of One because he like moved to the UK, right? So like next season is hosted at 7 a.m. for me. And it's like disgusting.
I didn't know he moved
The
to
times
the UK. That's crazy.
You did, yeah.
And then the West Coast people getting up at 4 a.m. to play Party of One.
It's brutal.
Ooh, no, that's terrible. I'm out of good phobia ideas. Actually, let me keep looking through the Minecraft creative menu to find more.
Yeah, I'm definitely now inspired to just try and make game modes for items. Just be like, ah, fuck it, we're doing a season run this. We'll find a fear for it later.
I mean, with 1.20, you could probably do something to do with the pottery shards that like a fear of clay, and crafting pottery shards gives you
Welcome back, Cold Callum.
something.
I was thinking you do like archaeology stuff.
Fear
You
of
could do like
archaeology, yeah.
yeah, you could do sniffers and do like fear of dinosaurs.
Fear of archaeology,
Pretty awesome.
geology crossover, which
Fear
doesn't
of
make sense because that's
sniffing.
archaeology.
Just make sniffers hostile and they spawn around the map.
What if you made it like fear of smells and we were all sniffers and you could there were like smells coming through your computer screen?
That would be pretty easy to code,
Mixed
probably.
with xenophobia. Do the xenophobia game mode with sniffers.
There's so many
Pretty
phobia they can
awesome.
do with just doing the xenophobia game mode.
We talked about
And
my
then
team
building
about
on it.
today, and they didn't know about the game mode, and they were like, "We definitely should do that again. That sounds awesome."
I really want aquaphobia, but it's like combining aquaphobia and xenophobia, but everyone's fish.
Oh
That would be
dear.
crazy.
Alright, how about
Algophobia, fear of pain.
Fear of archaeology could be cool, or something like similar to that.
Yeah, fear of archaeology is definitely a bit of a weird one, so you'd have to find like a
Well, like,
different framing.
yeah.
Dude, I'm
But,
so
like, I like
scared
the
of
idea
archaeology.
maybe you custom make it so that you update the loot
You're
table
right.
for like the brushing the suspicious gravel and sand to make the loot really worth getting, but also have like a chance of mob spawning from it.
Oh, that'd be
Maybe.
good. I think for the last WMC season, the fishing one, I remember that I managed to get a data pack working that we never ended up using, which meant that while you're fishing, there was a chance you could just fish up a live guardian.
Oh,
That'd have been sick.
It's crazy.
Hmm.
you could probably do something with like ancient cities there as well as like ruins or
Oh
something.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who's DMing me?
Yeah, at the very least,
No
you could
way.
bump up all the structures that spawn like the suspicious stands. So people are going out
Yeah.
looking for all that shit.
What if you do?
Oh yeah, you'd have to up the trail ruins rate for sure.
What if you do cacophobia, which is the fear of ugliness, and it's just a skin contest?
Just Bliv versus the world.
I would not vote for him.
Nah, I'm winning.
Surely Bliv has the ugliest skin.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I guess if you win by being the
Phobia.
ugliest, then yeah, that's.
Oh well, yeah.
Chromatophobia, fear of spending money. Everybody has to go to a library and play on a public computer.
We all have to gamble.
And also
There's
gamble.
no season. We just have to gamble.
If the fear of spending money would just be every single thing cost gold to make.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna charge triple for the intro for that season.
Oh no.
I can't figure out how to create Anyone good with multiverse know how to make a netherworld with a specific seed?
No, sorry.
No.
Bugger.
Guys, since playing Phobia, I've had some devilish intake.
Oh no.
I'm prepping.
Oh god.
It's only uphill from here.
Let's see. Nether 4. Nether.
I'm just gonna be like Shy Guess.
What if you do erotophobia, which is the fear of sex? Because I feel like that, like everybody in here would actually be scared.
Like a normal UHC.
Yeah, normal UHC.
We invite select guests.
No. That's fucked up.
That would be so.
No, if we did fear of sex, we'd do like UHC public game rules.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Or you could do
imagine
gynophobia,
getting an
which is
invite?
fear of women.
To a round as a guest because they're doing the fear of sex season. Oh my god.
We need you really bad for this season.
We think you'd be a really good guess. Oh, let's go. I'm playing OCTC in 1.20, so I get that swim
Holy shit.
advantage.
The swim advantage.
Forgot about OCTC. It's been a while.
Actually, I played a 1.12 round today, and I forgot you can't do the swim animation.
Yeah, same. That was messing
So
me up.
112
Yeah,
round?
it's one.
Yeah, it's 'cause of what it
113
was.
Something here.
Zoinkers.
Oh, of course, that makes sense. Yeah.
Had
Zoinks
to be a specific
UHC.
update, yeah. But I was like, did they not add the swimming yet in this? I thought I was like glitched.
That was like the
'Cause I just
downfall of many
associate-
people.
The timed hits with that swimming.
Yeah, for real. But that was 1.13. They added that because that was like water update.
Hmm. But it's weird. I noticed the boats were updated, and I figured those would have gone with the
Aw,
swimming one.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is
I
kind
don't
of
know. Those
interesting. Like,
versions are kind of a blur to me
like a
because
lot
I
of
didn't.
a lot of new version
them
stuff's
much
a bit of a
until
blur, but
1.12.
1.13 was like a big change.
Right.
Mhm.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Apparently that block was outside of the map, so it just disappeared, and I died. If anybody wants to watch me play
Oh,
this
yeah.
a little bit.
Oh my god, I should have done.
Has it?
Is fire aspect on in Phobia?
No, it
Like
was off completely.
like from books or anything, or completely off?
Off completely.
Okay, never mind then.
That guy's chill. He's not my teammate, but he didn't kill me while I was tabbed out. You're my new best friend.
Wait, they have a
Go
fear
kill
of
one of your
women
friends.
and a fear of beautiful women. What's the difference?
One season, it's everyone against me.
Fear of fire.
Fear of beautiful women.
Wait, that's
Fear of
pyrophobia,
fire.
isn't it?
I was gonna say we've
Yes.
done this. I think.
We've done that one twice.
It's
It
been
might
a
be
little
hard
while,
to
though.
do that one again.
Fear of,
I-
I was thinking, like, fear of fire. Fire aspect and flamer on.
Listen, I like Pyrophobia as much as the next guy. There's no way in hell you could ever convince me to do Pyrophobia 3.
Oh yeah.
What if you do pyrophobia 3 and cryophobia 3 at the same time?
Ooh. That would work.
Mm.
I
Yeah.
guess, but
What if we
Cry
got
and
Pyro
fire?
Puncher to play?
Yeah, so the way you
True.
combine them is that lava slowly rises up from the bottom of the world.
And you get lava shoes.
yeah, exactly.
They can help you walk
Lava
on the
shoes that
lava.
give you fire resistance when you're wearing them.
oh my god.
I think personally, if it gets to meet up and the lava's high enough that it gets to the surface, you just die, and whoever has most health wins at that point.
Alright, the fear of wearing clothes. How about that?
You know what we have to do. Face cam season.
That was not what I was
God.
thinking, but I like your style.
Shoulders up, shoulders up, shoulders up, shoulders up. Not that crazy.
But how are we gonna know?
Shoulders up. That's enough to know.
God,
That's
surely,
close enough.
surely there's no one would actually want to play a PvP-less season, would they?
I would.
I would love to play PvP.
Half
this
season.
I feel like
I
that
may
is
have a
like
chance
a
of doing
really
well.
cool idea where like the only way to kill people is with like other things in the game that aren't weapons.
Yeah, there's a
Was it a
Zoink
Zoink
season. Yeah,
season?
Zoink
Yeah.
season 2 is like there
It
was
was?
a because one of the
That's cool.
Based on
like
the
April Fools
updates.
Yeah, one of the April Fools updates was
Yeah.
like you get points or something for like crafting certain things. And so basically the winning team won because they just kept mining obsidian and making obsidian boats that did a ton of damage.
It's crazy. I've been in that round since the start, but today was the first time I actually played it. Click a cat, pick better dates challenge.
Oh, I could make them
For
all.
me, at least.
I have had like one
Hmm.
like I've also toyed around with one other thing. It's not like a game mode idea, but it's like something that's been lingering in the back of my head, but I think like it might be like way too radical of a thing to do for like Phobia. Which is one thing I was very inspired by Saga, and one of the things that they do.
Add
Which is
Upriser Riker back.
That's a good idea. Dumb.
I was inspired by one of the things they have, which is they have like
What's
loot that
this?
you can get from chests, which is things you can put into your offhand for buffs.
Oh,
Oh yeah, some of those are good.
And I was like-
that is one thing. There are issues I have when I've played the Saga games, but that is a pretty good thing.
Yeah, it's like one thing I thought was like this would be a really neat thing that would also could also help make UHC a bit more interesting. Just add like these little extra things that you might be able to collect while you're caving. That
Little
can like
trinkets.
change your stats and stuff. Yeah, like a little trinket.
little trinkets.
Wait, this
And you can
looks
make
like
and you can make them all like Phobia themed and you can make them all like Phobia themed and stuff. Give them like funny Phobia reference names and all that jazz.
I want to find goat hoof
Oh, for that that 0.2 speed upgrade.
or cancer.
Oh, for the
The
2
only
tiers up.
issue, the only issue with the Saga games is that like there's all these like crazy dungeons, so caving is super fun, and then everyone comes out with like the best gear you've ever seen because it's F7 meetup and there's so many like custom things. So
Yeah,
the
I would
fighting
never want to
sucks, but I
go.
love caving in that.
Yeah, I would never want to go as crazy as Saga ever. It's
No.
absurd. And plus, Leon would fucking kill me if I did.
True.
But like just the idea of having like not even like being like a big part of the game. It's just you while you're looting stuff, you can just sometimes find like these little trinkets you can use.
Oh
to
yeah,
get
yeah.
stat
No, I
buffs.
think that part of it's cool.
Yeah, I think that would be a really neat thing to do for UHC. I just don't know if it'd be right to do it for Phobia.
Hmm.
I mean, I guess if it's game mode related,
Yeah, I was gonna say you could make it work. I don't know if it would work like
Yeah.
always.
maybe
or
is there like a
something,
fear of collecting a lot of stuff, and then the game mode is you have to collect a lot of stuff in order to do anything, or like a fear of hoarding.
It's one of those ideas that like it doesn't sit in the same part of my brain as like this is a cool idea for a Phobia game mode. It sits in the part of my brain that's like this would be a cool thing to do for a UHC.
Yeah,
Like it doesn't sit in the part of the brain that's like we can do this one and done, move on to the next cool thing. It's like I want to like play multiple things with this to see
do it
how
for
different
Prime.
things.
Just stole your
Yeah.
idea.
Oh shit!
Slightly off topic. Do you guys know the new hit place to message Bergasms about recorded rounds is Reddit?
I heard about that. I
Did
messaged him
not.
on
Full
I messaged him on
circle.
I messaged him on Twitter and he was like, "You should message me on Reddit instead."
Yeah, he did the same to me. I was
Oh,
like,
really?
Okay, we're going back to messaging on Reddit about recorded rounds.
Damn.
Crazy.
To be
Should
fair,
that
I
stop
pulled
being a
some. I
thing
know you.
before
I know you
even
got some
started
people
playing?
back. That's true.
Mm,
I know you got some people back doing that, and that's how I got some people for Agency 20.
Yeah, I think just some people just like they don't use like their Reddit account for posting stuff, but they're still logged in.
Right,
Mm.
and some of them just do. Some of them are like.
Oh, Bug uses
Who
it
was
for
it?
posting.
I got a
Posted 4
response from
hours ago.
fucking Ryoker from Frenzy. I don't know if
I
That's
remember
that
that name.
IGN is
I mean,
familiar to anyone.
You
but...
guys have heard about the Suddenly Beagles incident,
Oh, I
right?
know this. I know
It's
this
so
very well.
funny.
It's
Yeah.
hysterical.
We went looking for people for Nudon and found his most recent Reddit comment was it was the only thing he'd posted or commented on Reddit in like 2 years, and it was asking for like a specific hentai doujin manga thingy.
so real.
And we, instead of being smart and just DMing him on Reddit, then decided to reply to his post about looking for hentai, saying, "I don't know what it's called, but there's this Nudon UHC thing you should come back and play." And
And
we
it
never
worked.
heard from him.
Nope.
No, it did not.
I'm kidding,
It did
I'm
not
kidding.
work. We got ignored.
And then suddenly there were beagles or something. I don't know. I never met the guy.
Um, mm-mm.
Yeah, I can tell you one person who still uses Reddit actively. Cold Fusion 5. He
Really?
still
That's
uses
crazy.
Reddit all the time, and he won't return any of our fucking messages.
What the fuck?
That's so fucked up.
I think we have combined messaged him quite a few times now, and he still like
didn't know
very
that,
actively
actually.
uses Reddit.
How many seasons did he even play? It's not that many.
Like a
right?
couple in the
I
start.
think he played 2.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say, wasn't it like 2?
We had that happen with Green Doomsday. He replied though. Green Doomsday replied to Ben's
Oh, really?
message, being like, "Oh yeah, hey," and then Ben sent him another follow-up message the same day, blanked.
That's what happened with
Just
Ryoker,
nothing.
actually.
It happened to be with Belrus.
I was like, is this the same Ryoker from fucking Frenzy UHC? Because I think it was like a different account, but it was like
Hmm.
still something Ryoker. I don't know. But
Right,
he
yeah,
responded
yeah.
and was like, yeah, this is me. Like, I haven't heard from UHC people in a while. And I was like, yeah, well, we got this thing, and then nothing.
Man.
And then there was my favorite
Uh.
person was originally we had a separate guest Discord for the people we were getting, and we were keeping it a secret from the roster. And then we were like, we can't pull that off, so we invited them to the main Discord. And Tomaszewski did not make the crossover from the guest Discord. He never responded
No.
again.
No, Tomaszewski from Folk Tales.
Right? We could have
Ah.
had that, but he's in the deleted. Well, I guess he's not in it. It's deleted.
Unfortunate.
Set
Should have all
myself
just
up.
left and left him in there alone.
It would have been awesome. Oh, this guy's got a shield.
Oh, it's like what OCTC does if you try to block with your sword. In new version.
Yeah. I think I've seen Arctic do it too. This guy is an enemy. He's dead.
I think I need to not be a perfectionist when it comes to nether seeds. I've been
You
looking
know-
for a seed for like an hour.
Nethers never generate well. It's like it's just guaranteed. There's your nether going to get a good nether.
True.
That's bad.
Have a little bit of
You should feel bad.
experience there.
Yeah, I know.
Oops. Sorry, teammate.
Let's see. I think we might do a little rework of the game mode plan for the next coming seasons, considering the next one is a little half baked and we need a bit more time in the oven.
How can you rework nothing?
Yeah,
There is
perhaps
something.
another
Yeah?
king season with
thing.
time to
What it says is season 26.
wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
It doesn't just say season 26. There's a game mode description.
Season 26, aka 13 plus 13.
Yeah, and the game mode description says, "Come up with something for this."
No, it has like just varying things related to luck, but like no very little actual specific details. It has like a general
Does
overview.
everyone have the luck potion effect?
That
And
changes everything.
there would be multiple levels to luck and bad luck,
How do
and
you...
it would affect more than just the vanilla features.
You better do random teams
the
for that.
description for the season says you win some, you lose some.
Yeah,
Is that actually what it says?
All I know about this
I
season
wish.
is Tags has to guest.
I was
yeah,
gonna say
Kind of
just,
Lady Luck.
just casino.
Oh my god, wait, can you please make it Lucky Dumpster?
what the fuck is that?
It was a game mode I would never stop suggesting in Casino. It was just there is a Lucky Dumpster at 0-0 and you could get lucky items from it.
Dude, Lucky Block mod.
You can do lucky gravel.
Okay, no, we're gonna debut like my trinket idea in that season, and the lucky dumpster will just give you little, funny little trinkets.
Oh.
Hell yeah.
It like moves after, like you open up the Lucky Dumpster, it gives you a trinket, and then it like spawns
Casino
somewhere else on the map.
Discord is still something I'm in. I can go see exactly what I would say.
What about a
Lucky
random person gets a
dumpster.
diamond every 5 minutes?
No, every minute.
Wait, no, it's a little different than I thought.
What did you have before?
Lucky Dumpster. There is a Lucky Dumpster at 0-0. If you throw trash in, parentheses, gravel, dirt, or other trash items, it will either help or hurt you. That's all it says.
I mean, that sounds great.
It does. It's not very specific.
I mean, you could do something like you gamble away certain items and they have like a certain chance to help you. Like iron would have a less chance to get you something good than gold, and then
I've got it.
diamond would.
You're kind of
Okay.
real.
Have you ever wanted
We
to do an
cannot flesh out
achievement
Lucky
hunter-esque
Dumpster.
Phobia season?
We can
Like,
flesh out
think of
Lucky
how to do it?
Dumpster. You jump into the
Maybe.
Lucky Dumpster and you enter the luck
Maybe?
dimension.
I'll take a maybe. So it's essentially a modified version of achievement hunters where
Oh, damn.
doing certain good achievements increases your luck and doing bad achievements lowers your luck. And
That's-
yeah, certain periods of time things happen, and the chance of it happening to you is based on the level of luck you've acquired by doing achievements.
That's kind of that's like broad strokes, kind of like the plan that we have. Just obviously, the specifics are very different, but like it's
I'm
kind of the
so good at
vibe.
phobiaing.
Kind of the vibe of action mean good luck, action also mean bad luck mean thing happened to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think for the luck season there should be
Eat
a luck
orange.
aspect
Orange.
involved. Maybe something related to luck happens in the season. Can you write that down for me,
I get
please?
really lucky and win.
Yeah.
That would never happen.
Happens once. And
Everyone
Phobia
starts
too.
with
As soon as you became a solo today,
Alright.
we were like, oh, it's so over.
Yeah, we
I know,
all-
right?
As
Dude,
soon as
it
we saw
so
it,
would've
it wasn't
been
that. It was
too.
as soon as
Tyler,
you ran
if I
past the
had some
entire
help.
team of 3 light blue team and got away, that we were like, oh.
Yeah, I mean, me
No.
and Jared
I
wanted
was
help you,
supposed-
but
Tyler and Kubislav knew that though.
we
Yeah,
could not find you after the yellow team started chasing you.
Yeah, I mean, if that Haven Hand guy and that Fruit Logic guy had suicided into the yellow team, we could have got the cold bacon solo win.
Oh,
Could've.
darn.
There was a point where I definitely could have like cleaned the shit out of Skylord and Kubislav, and I was like, I don't think I should do this, so I left.
You should.
I
You
know
should
you're-
have. You definitely should have.
What you should have done was as soon as you got to that big open snowy plains that was like
Mhm.
the snow level had risen in, you break out
Right.
the shovel and dig down.
Oh, I didn't even think of doing that.
Brody was tunneling like
I'm not
crazy
brave
in the
enough to do
test
that, to
game.
be fair.
Yeah, that's part of why the ice blocks got added to the terrain at meetup was that in the
Oh, in the
test
test
game I
game?
made I went through an entire diamond shovel and about 10 iron shovels just tunneling under
That is
Dom and
insane.
Brodator and trying to
Yeah.
spleef them.
That's awesome.
It was very funny hearing like you like digging tunnels underneath and hearing you just do stuff like, "Oh, I've hit a tree."
Yeah, and then I weakness potted Dom and tanked 4 shots from his power 3 while I was on enchanted iron because it did
I still can't
0%
believe my
damage to
big
me.
brain ass decided to weakness pop myself in the middle of a fight.
Big moves.
I mean, I'd prefer to do that than to not use my weakness potions at all. I just died. with
Honestly,
3 of
that's
them.
true. That's true.
Could you have maybe done that during
Isn't
our
technically
fight,
new version.
Colin? That would have been cool.
What the fuck just happened to me? Sorry, OCTC went crazy. No, I'm sorry. I didn't feel like it.
That's too bad.
You really did almost kill me, though.
I was very close.
I was like, Majora,
Alright,
you're
great
gonna
news,
get this
guys.
kill.
I made killed like carbonara ramen.
Yo,
That sounds yum.
can you
Damn,
please
dude.
share? I'm starving.
I'm actually also starving as well. I
Should
haven't
eat
eaten
some
in a very
soon.
long
I
time.
ate
Colin,
something-
Dylan and
you
I
can
were
have one
sprinting
bite
towards
each.
your
In the
death
intro.
lightning
Oh.
once you got that kill.
All right, Dom.
Butter.
Let's book a flight.
Oh, on butter? Yeah.
Alright.
That was
Yeah.
dead.
What do
at
you
zero.
Well,
what do you
like-
mean? Let's. What do you talk about us booking a flight?
Can you pay for me, please?
No, brother, I'm walking there.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we were like, all right, 11% cold bacon, Majora and Flop. I think we can take that team of 3.
Me
then
standing
you healed
100
him, like,
blocks
alright,
away
maybe-
from you
maybe
with
not
3
anymore.
stacks of arrows. I think the most healing we had at a certain point in that game was between us, a head and a gapple. At one point,
Yeah, we
had
had
that.
like a couple of gapples of between us like the whole time.
Mhm.
Yeah, we had. What did we have?
It was
We had
kill get like
17
the same
and
amount we
1.
had.
We had 17 and 1 before we got into our first fight as a collective.
Damn.
I think me and Jared had 10, and then like every shot was a gap, pretty
It
much.
was you, Diana, Bill, right?
Yes.
Right.
And then the
I wasn't.
then
No,
the
wait, never
villager
mind.
incident happened.
Lol.
Actually, though, if we got those arrows, who knows what happens? I think we could have fought that green team if we had arrows.
Mm-hmm. Who's green?
Rocket, Brodator, Wing.
Ah.
I think if we had enough arrows to actually like shoot at them and not be stuck out in the open without any arrows to shoot back,
Mm-hmm.
we'd have been alright.
Yeah, I know arrows were tough.
Oh wait, that's a clip I forgot to show. I should show me running into everybody.
Oops. Oh yeah, no, I really thought going into that meetup, because we just hit a point where we were like, fuck it, we're not gonna cave more, let's go to 0-0, even though we had fuck all. I really thought it was gonna be like the first team we see is going to pummel us into the floorboards. And it went better than I thought. Because everybody was in the same sitch, pretty much. Close
Alright,
enough
here
to
we
the
go.
same sitch.
Share your screen.
Oops.
Mm-mm.
Are you?
Time for my great escape.
I'm ready. I don't know why I said that I'm not ready, but I'm about to be.
Dude, you tricked them with the first boat.
No, that was me. That was Diana didn't have a boat, so I had to place a boat for her to get in.
Oh, okay. I thought you were getting chased by a different team. I didn't know Diana was behind you.
was
UHC
just
on
an
Ice is like
advanced
my favorite
strat.
thing
Yo,
ever, the new version.
I saw that like
And then
that place you just went past with like
Mikey
the wall.
Michael!
Oh, my kill jump scare.
I also threw my sword out. He could have just run at me and killed me.
I don't even know if he saw you at this point.
He did. No, he did.
Oh, I see.
And then if I speed up, I end up. Mm. Dude, the strays on the surface were fucked. I didn't
They
know how
were
long the slowness
spooky.
lasts. Look how long I still have. That's from the slowness from the stray.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yikes.
it is 30 seconds of slowness.
I just took 5.5 hearts
Holy
of fall
shit.
damage to the stray slowness, and then there's Jake
Crazy.
killing Kubislav. Or Skylord or something. Yeah.
What is going on?
I'm just gonna go through the
Holy.
middle.
Yeah, these
Don't mind me.
the two fights intersecting was crazy.
do not mind me on my
There was
way
a
through.
lot of
And then I get away. But
clusterfuckery.
yeah. I just
That was pretty
sprinted
fun.
right to the.
That'll
then,
be
yeah, now,
no.
Yeah. That was my little adventure running into everybody. And then yeah, like Mark's team was just around the corner from that as well, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, all the teams were like constantly just right next to each other, just going crazy.
Yeah, I know, right, guys? Right, guys?
Maybe I should have just run at Michael instead of trying to get away with my team. I just say screw it. Go for the murder.
Kill my kill. Who was shooting at me? Oh, it's this dude. I'm going to fall. I should play a server in the version I'm in.
You just got fucked up by Metallica.
I did. I'll accept that defeat if anyone. MCC Island. Do people play this? We'll find out.
Let's go.
Because
you got?
when you get to Y60, like I say, it turns to ice.
Okay,
Oh,
there's a
Candy
pause button
Factory.
there, so I'm half and half.
Okay.
Mark, you're muted in Discord, by the way.
Oh, goodbye.
So yeah, if
Bye.
I had iron, I could make iron armor to enchant stuff, but I don't.
Oh, the diamond team!
Welcome back.
The diamond team! The diamond team! They're like that way.
Freaking battle box.
To the behind you, to the
Oh
Damn
side.
yeah, no, there's the
terror.
anvil. Goodbye, anvil.
Like the team with diamond armor.
I didn't get the anvil
How
by the
much
way. I got
diamond
the
armor
enchant
are we
table.
talking?
Yeah, nobody had
It's
too much
definitely the
diamond
team
armor.
early, right?
Team was this?
I don't know. I just saw diamond armor and
Or
just
just the
booked it.
gold
I
team?
just freaking.
I'm sure hope that I sure hope that
Is it
that
rocket
team that's attacking them doesn't have any
I don't
issues in
know.
the near
I just saw
future.
diamond armor.
You
And
said nice shot right when I
Oh.
got hit by a long shot.
He might have
Okay,
just-
never mind.
Can I get
What
a
the
wall?
fuck? I
What
keep
the
getting
heck are
hit by,
these
like,
shots?
Insane shots.
God, this season was like
It's
there was
light
just so
green.
many insane shots.
Yeah.
Bro, if I hit a long shot on Kuba at the end, oh my god.
Oh, look at hey guys, check it's the left.
And then strafed directly into Havenhand's arrow and died in one shot.
I'm getting kind of collapsed on.
You
You guys are
could have died
shot.
happy at that point.
That was crazy. He took a 1 at you.
Dude, that's the second time something like that
He
has
just
happened to
sniped
me.
you out of there.
That happened to me in peak
Actually,
season
yeah,
3.
Okay.
I kind of did the.
Oh, and you did that to me in in Phobia
the first
23.
one,
Yeah.
yeah.
What?
Oh my
First
god,
one.
that was so fast.
Holy
Oh
shit!
god, it was a green person. It was a light green
Yeah,
person.
it was fine.
Oh
it
my
was fine.
god!
Wayne just died. Rocket just died to Jake. Rocket's on that team.
What the
That was
Yeah, Wing's on
terrifying.
the
Go
other
back.
side.
Shoot.
Yeah.
Like,
Fuck,
you
I see
guys.
Wing. I see Wing. Come towards me.
Yeah, I'm right behind you.
Where the fuck? Oh, that's here.
Where are you guys? I don't see anybody.
We went way to the
Or
left.
like I see you guys, but like where are they?
We're at like
Hey, mate, I will help
150,
you.
150 right now.
I see you. I just don't see anybody
Oh,
else. I see.
Oh
some.
no.
Oh my. That was
Alright,
like, you were very
6.9.
close to getting hit there.
Oh wow,
Got the
that was
wolf.
damage. Snowballs.
Oh yeah, counter snowballs.
Daniel twice.
I broke the streak. I broke the streak.
I wouldn't have done any
Guys,
damage,
guys,
so.
right, grab the stuff and run. Grab the stuff and run.
Yeah.
Full caps, wow.
Dude, Daniel getting hit by like 20
Oh,
snowballs by
God.
Kuba and taking 0% the entire time was so funny.
That was so
Yeah,
sad.
tragic.
If it was like
There's delaying the inevitable in the most hilarious way possible.
Yeah.
if it was like 1% true
There
damage.
was a point where at
Yeah,
first
yeah,
I
maybe
thought
it
he was
should
gonna
have
get
been
some
true
sword
damage.
hits, and I was like, oh. Like I thought he was gonna go for it, and then by the end I was just laughing.
I would know. I worry that 1% true would have been too
Which,
much.
This is all
It might have
corners.
It could have been.
If you follow
Would have
the
been
waterfalls
crazy at
down,
the end there, though.
Maybe it should have just been like a
It's taking
higher amount but
forever.
not true
it-
damage
it-
then.
well,
Yeah, like
They might see us coming.
could have been like
down.
it could have been like
Yeah.
half a percent true
oh,
and
they're
then
still
half a
fighting. They're still
percent not.
fighting.
Or even if it was just like, if it was just 3% but not true damage,
Oh,
so that it gets
shit.
reduced down to like 1 or 0.
Yeah, maybe.
Seems sick.
Depending
Oh,
on armor.
Oh
It's
my
hard to tell.
god!
Yeah, we need to get
Go
in
in,
this right
go
now.
in.
We need to get in this right now.
Oh, look at my little night hat. No way.
Oh, yep, there's Sammy Bacon
Oh,
just
sorry, I
dropped
shot
off
you.
his tree.
Mate, help me.
I'm trying.
I died.
Oh, you were so
Oh
close.
man.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
okay,
I
it's
try.
okay.
You good?
Damn,
Did you
if,
get-
if Sammy didn't have
Yeah,
that sharp 3
sort of.
diamond.
Did you get any of this stuff?
Yeah.
Put in fucking work. Fuck.
I keep repeating it, but just that the fucking the massacre at the lake was.
Oh, it was so.
You're
awesome.
welcome for killing you early so you could spectate.
Thank you. I'm sure that
Yeah,
was
just
your
start
intent
recording
behind
when
it,
I spectate.
I appreciate it
and-
so much.
and definitely not that you just saw me in the cave and then was just like, I'm killing Tom.
I didn't even see your name tag or anything. I just saw you in front of me, like just
At least
walking
I
in front
made
of
it
me.
to the surface.
Damn.
I just like
Yeah,
how I've killed the organizers of this round multiple times.
My thought process just that moment was just I heard digging, someone's digging to me, I'm so dead, and I saw it was you, and I was like, of course it's fruit.
Yeah, we had this ongoing joke the whole season that Flop was gonna get kicked because he actually hated Phobia. he just kept saying how he didn't like that he was trying to like place blocks where the snow level was and it wouldn't let him because it would replace with snow. And I was like, dude, you just hate Phobia. You're gonna get kicked right away. And Major was like, you're done, dude. So if he acts up again. Who are the newcomers?
He's on thin
He's
ice.
saying list. It's like Rocket, XE, Flop, and Heroin.
Heroin.
Yeah, Harlan being a
Those
newcomer is
four?
hilarious. Yeah,
That's
I
crazy.
think it's the only, I think it's those 4 plus Majora are the only ones who don't have art as well.
Gotcha. Okay.
Would
I
it
was
be
gonna
more?
ask
Would it be
anyone was
more if the
getting
French
new
team
art.
showed up?
Oh, true. Well, actually, I think Fukano has art that was never used. If I've seen from scrolling up in the chat way back,
I can't remember.
I
if
think
he
he
does.
actually.
I think
may-
I've seen that.
Yeah, didn't Sid make art for like some of the original people?
There were a
Might have
couple.
done. I know.
Yeah,
Leon
there-
has art that's never been used.
There's
Leon's
Fukano
art.
art if you scroll up.
Oh, yeah, there is Fukano art. Oh.
Why doesn't
That-
Leon play anymore? Does he just like watch to make sure that the game
Oh,
modes don't
terrible
break?
times. No, it's terrible
Yeah,
times.
I asked him to play this one. He said no.
You know, it is like
He said it was
I
timing because I asked
yeah.
him.
When I
pre-game
first
why he
messaged him
wasn't.
about scheduling, I was like, "Hey, could you host in this date?" He was like, "I can host in this date. I can't play though,
Mhm.
Hmm.
because it's just awful
He
time for
does
him."
play occasionally. We were talking what should I call it earlier? The freaking Saga. I teamed with him in Saga recently.
Yeah, from what I understand, he would play. Like he wants to play. It's just we keep
I should ask him
having
about
seasons start
PTE
late.
then.
Yeah,
What
maybe.
it's worth, I appreciate the start time.
Yeah. When it was like 10 minutes before the game and there was like 3 Aussies who hadn't woken up, yeah, I was like, I really hope we didn't go with this time just for the Aussies to sleep in. But no, you all repped, thankfully.
Yeah.
Can
I
somebody?
woke up like half an hour before. I just had to like make breakfast.
What is Ripper Steve's art? I've always been confused. Like, why is he just turned around? What's going on?
I can't think of his art right now.
His debut was 14, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, 14.
Yeah.
Was that the game mode where you turn around sometimes? 'Cause that's what his art is showing me.
Stands for Phobia.
That was the fear of trust.
Oh, so he's
turning
watching his
around if
back.
He doesn't trust you, so he's turning
Yeah.
his back.
Yeah, but
to
if
you
you
'cause
didn't
he
know that, it
doesn't
just looks like
trust
he's
you.
like he just looks like he's in a weird pose.
Let me scroll
still
to
love
his.
my
I
art.
know
Continue
you're
with the
talking
DVs.
about. My art is awesome.
Mine goes crazy.
I like that it's my older skin.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
I've
yeah, I do know
I've already been talking to Sid about references because he was wondering how to do
Max.
How we're
Well,
gonna be-
Yeah.
how we're going to be separating like the art style of the previous cryo with like this one.
What's
And
that?
you know it's good when you're talking about like references for new art and Sid sends you where's the caveman.
Oh, that's
What?
awesome.
It's crazy.
We mentioned that in our season for some reason.
There's some new art happening.
Oh, we're just looking at old stuff.
All the newbies got to get their art.
Why does
I can't believe
So,
Daniel
yeah,
was
fully
new to
expect-
season 19 of Phobia. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
So yeah, expect at least one person's art to be frozen in a block of ice wearing a sheriff hat. Like I feel like that's probably
that
going
is
to end up
so
being
so
someone's art.
good.
That'd be so awesome.
why does Brodator's art have a beard? Doesn't his skin not have a beard?
Marky
Ross.
Ross.
Wait, why is he Marky Ross?
Because
That was
it's season
the- everyone
16.
was Marky Ross.
Okay.
And he
I think
spec
he just
that
hadn't
one.
groomed himself in a while.
Oh, okay.
Brady just needed a quick shave.
Just needed a quick shave. Maybe he's one
There's
of
a
those guys
guy in
where,
this
like,
game.
he doesn't do much for a day, and then all of a sudden it's Bush.
Yeah. I'm definitely like creeping on that. I just found out that there was a guy in this game and his IGN was Better Call Balls, but it was spelled like Saul, like Bauls.
Genius.
That's fucking stupid.
I'm getting that guy for next season.
Yeah. He could see
Oh,
what
you're
I
on
was
a team
seeing.
you're on a team with Bill_Pickle. That's pretty cool.
Isn't that cool?
That is pretty cool.
I'm just trying to stay awake, Max. You know me.
Yeah, they
I know what you mean.
gotta go the calamity
Some
method of just picking
Minecraft.
newcomers
I
based on
know
their
what you're
names.
saying.
That's probably the best thing about Calamity.
Yeah, just the
No, I
stupid
don't-
names that they get.
I don't want two fortresses right next to each other.
Ooh, you want two fortresses next to
this?
each other so bad.
No, I don't. I've already skipped that seed.
Brodator, I will ruin your season.
He's not here, but he
I
probably
just
heard
called
it.
you Brodator.
You did. I just ignored you.
No, that's fair.
Brody, has anybody ever
I just
called
had to
you
pause and, like-
Brodio and calling your IGN like Brodio?
Yeah, I've gotten bro
That's
died
actually
before.
strictly what I called him in person.
I'm curious. It's awesome.
Mhm. Yeah, you're never allowed to let another UHC community member in your car.
No, that sticks with you.
I just signed that contract. I don't know about you guys. I played one Reddit game and they're like, you must agree to never let any of these people see your eyeballs. I was like, oh, okay.
I remember X Jester really didn't want me to play Frenzy because he was losing his original player. Oh. Hello?
Hello?
Hey, Ben.
Me?
Hi,
Or was
Ben.
it everyone?
Did everyone get disconnected and reconnected?
Yeah,
Yeah.
or at least I did. But I'm still
Ben joining
streaming, so I
crashed the Discord.
didn't.
Very
Yeah,
good.
I don't know what
sorry,
happened
gang.
there. That's okay. It's good to see you, hear you. Can't see shit, guys. We're online.
Ben, since you're here, I would like to thank you for continuing your every 5th season streak.
As soon as Brody pointed out that that was a thing, I knew I had to do it.
God bless.
You're welcome.
And yeah, I just straight up had got the date of my trip to Melbourne wrong, so it worked out great.
Uh-oh.
Are you going to
Yeah.
Melbourne soon?
I'm going to Melbourne next week.
Are you excited about that?
I am quite excited. We're going to see Taylor Swift, so it's going to be a really
hell
good time.
yeah.
Oh.
She's coming to Australia?
Yeah, but not
Yeah.
to where we live, just to Melbourne.
Can you keep her?
Oops.
Given the choice, I think Phoebe would kidnap her quite actively.
I believe that.
Yeah, of course. Sorry.
If you start like the Pink
Yeah,
Panther operation now, you'll have a lot of time.
Mhm.
That's true. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Got to start planning.
Now, listen. I appreciate the every 5th season streak. I wouldn't mind if you broke it and played another one. But you know,
Well,
if you
we'll
want to keep that
see,
going.
man.
I
I don't know.
thought you'd be the opposite. I thought you wouldn't let him play again till 30.
Listen,
That's crazy.
we really
I
like the
don't think
numbers.
I don't think I'm planning on banning anyone from playing anytime soon. Or maybe
Besides
for,
the
you know.
Sonic Joy. What? No!
We can develop a
26
little list for it.
29.
No!
What if you just make it so that starting in episode 7, Fruit loses half a heart every minute? So he has
Guys,
to like go early.
please. I had 3
Joey
hearts.
stays a spec, by the way.
Yeah, what is the deal
I-
with the Sonic Joy?
Unconfirmed.
So Joey was invited as a spec specifically, and also
Mhm.
Burning was also invited as a co-spec, but Burning the day before said he couldn't make it.
I don't know.
Oh,
That's
So-
classic.
I don't really know what we'll do when it comes to Joey.
I've already executive decisioned that if Joey uploads his perspective all good and stuff, he can just, if he wants to play another season, he can.
Yeah, that's fair. 'Cause, I mean, he was being a sub before for other seasons.
yeah. I say
that
let
makes
the guy
sense.
live.
Let the guy live, and also invite Burning.
I feel like that would be a much longer shot.
I agree.
I think Burning's more likely to spectate than play a season.
Invite him
Yeah,
as a
I mean, if he
spec.
wanted
We
to
love this
spectate
guy.
another season, then yeah.
Link him up with the Longa
That'd be
Vida.
awesome.
I don't know. I feel like it wouldn't be that much of a stretch for him to play something if it's like actually just at a time that he can play.
I reached out to Burning a while ago because we were talking about putting him on like one of our little votes thing. So I reached out to him and be like, if you got invited to Phobia, would you say yes? And he said no.
Ah, well, there you
So
go.
Oh my god! Sorry, I'm
suppose
not.
that
Yeah,
tells you
it
something,
seems
doesn't
like
it?
he seems like he has like very little interest in actually playing UHC.
Because he won Cynical
Yeah,
5, and it's like,
Spectre, I
what
think he
else?
was not playing.
Yeah, he's like, I'm good. Cynical 5, I'm
Yeah,
out.
well, what else could be accomplished after that?
Yeah.
Who
The
does
main
not
reason
cover
he
that?
usually says no for Nudon is just because it's at like 7 a.m. and he doesn't want to wake up.
Oh my fuck.
Fair.
I can relate. I don't want to wake up.
Big mood.
I don't have to wake up. I just have to stay up really late.
That's real.
Imagine
Brody, this has
spending
been a horrible experience so far.
Yeah, the Nether's a bitch.
Why is this so hard? Every other season I've just gen like 2 maps and it's been like, oh yeah, cool, we're good. But apparently not this time.
When's the Nether coming back to Phobia?
In a season where it doesn't make no sense to do it.
I hate
Like-
the phobia.
Like it's the fear of hell probably will have something to do with the Nether. Fear of the cold probably no Nether.
Seems like every season's the fear of hell because you keep turning it off.
We had it on for radiophobia.
That's a good one.
Bro.
It
What was
depends
that?
gotta
on
talk
whether
Leon-
Phobia was.
it interferes with the game mode or not.
Yeah, we had it on for the radiation one because we also directly
Oh,
linked
I
it to the
couldn't-
radiation
well-
game mode.
Look, I made it to the first attempt of that.
I made it
Yeah,
to the
which was a
fun
little bit
attempt.
goofy.
I actually missed the first attempt of that. and then
I
was
made
like,
it
Yay,
both
I get to
attempts and had
play.
equal amounts of enjoyment.
I don't even remember what happened in the first attempt.
Nothing
Uh,
good.
Like
Game mode killed everyone.
Yeah, the game mode was a
Ryan,
little
Marky,
too
Gus,
brutal.
Suicide
The
Pact.
first attempt, the game mode killed everyone. The second
That's
attempt,
right.
the game mode almost killed my team.
The second
But not
attempt,
anyone
I
else.
killed everyone.
Second attempt, I killed
I killed like
Skylord.
3 guys, but no one killed me. That's the point. Winner.
Was that Prof 4 chestplay, man?
It was. I did not expect to find an episode 1 Prop 4 Diamond chestplate, but there it was.
I didn't realize Gavin left Phobia.
Yeah, it was a while
I noticed
back.
this recently too, actually.
You
Yeah,
left like everything.
he left the Discord. I messaged him about this season as well, but he was like, I'm not particularly interested, and I can't make it anyway.
He said, I hate you, don't ever talk to me again.
He's been more
Oh, wait, no.
interested than you see the last couple of weeks. I feel like.
I remember how I died in the scrap 23 now.
Change.
Full diamond, BS Brent dug down on me and killed me.
Yeah, maybe like get Gavin back in the
Shit.
Discord at some point, but I'm not going to try and reel him back in like very soon after he left in the first place.
No. The real problem with genning nethers nowadays is the damn Crimson Forest sucks ass.
You don't like the Crimson Forest?
Does anyone?
What's wrong with the Crimson? I don't mind the Crimson Forest.
I'm with Ben. I think it's pretty.
What's wrong with the forest, Brady?
I don't know. I just think it's silly.
It's nice.
There's one biome in the Nether that's ass, and it's the like basalt one. The forest
Those
is
suck.
Amen, brother.
Very bad.
But the forest is okay.
Are you guys happy to still be here?
What does that mean?
Like,
Like in general, like the world?
I just leave.
Did you think that we would still be here?
I never for a
In-
million
in the
years considered
Phobia
that we would
UHC
still
Discord,
be here. In the
hours
Phobia
after the
UHC
season.
Discord.
I just mean like we've been Phobia 10 seasons, 10 years. I mean, it's
Okay,
been
you do mean phobia. You don't mean like being
Okay.
alive, like me.
it's been 10 seasons.
Yeah, look, it was a very
He's having like a
existential question.
crisis.
But
Same.
also, ultra hardcore has been a thing for 12 years. I mean, did you think
That's
that we'd still be
crazy.
here talking to people for that long?
No.
That's
Yeah.
a wild thing to imagine.
Phobia 2
Yeah, I
years
did.
ago, I was a little baby big fan, 12 years old.
Well, a few years ago.
And 10 years
From
ago, I was winning
2017.
Phobia. Nothing's changed.
True, actually.
Yeah,
But since 2017, I think I've known I would always be talking to people from the community.
that's good. That's good.
That was
I'd
a
say something about
life-changing
them,
Gold
same.
Coast trip.
It was a,
I didn't
that
do a
was a
trip.
big trip.
Yeah,
But
was a good
I've got some
times.
good pals on here.
yeah. Living in a
Yeah.
hotel with UHC people for 5 days. That sets it up for life.
That truly ticked the boxes for me. Yeah.
That's good. I mean, people at ultra hardcore, you know what they are? They're scrappy. They're fighters. They're gonna survive, so they can make it happen.
True.
They'll
Bro,
survive
where's
on
all this?
craft dinner.
Where's all this
Ultra
inspiration coming
hardcore by
from?
name and ultra hardcore by nature.
There you go. Name and nature. Talk about
Yeah,
the.
I'm very happy with how many people in the community I've met, especially in recent times.
Likewise.
Me too.
To this day, I'm still very sad that I wasn't able to get down to England to meet Max 50 in the flesh.
Oh, that was so long ago. It's okay.
Wait, you don't live in
that was
England?
2017.
Don't you
I'm
live in
going
England?
to Italy this summer.
Wait, for who
Anyone
are you
gonna
referring
be
to?
there?
You?
No, I live in Scotland.
Oh,
Where
you
did
guys
you
keep
ask?
switching up
Because
on
I'm
me.
Scottish.
You guys keep
I'm
switching
from
up on me.
Scotland.
I've never lived anywhere other than
Bob has
Scotland.
been very consistently Scottish. I feel like his record.
I agree.
I've been living in Scotland my entire life.
You tricked
Tom,
me.
do you
He's
know?
moved around a bit, right?
You tricked
Tom,
me.
do you know my Professor Bickett?
Probably not.
Okay, he's from Scotland.
we do have like 5 million people living here.
He's
Say all
he's actually
Scottish
my
people
neighbor.
don't know each other.
Ah,
I thought so.
I've met 4 people from UHC now. Well, one of them wasn't technically from UHC, but became UHC.
I've met 3. One of them in
3.
the
Wow. I met Flubel and I said, "That's enough. I'm done."
That's fair, honestly.
This is peak.
I think I'm trying to remember.
I almost hit Wilbrisk with my car.
Nice.
Then I met Brodio and Carter in Buffalo this
Yeah.
past fall.
I think if I have my numbers correct, I think 5 people from the UHC community have slept on our sofa.
Nice.
Nice.
Huge.
Would you say that's
Lily,
5 too many?
4-bit.
Get those numbers up.
Yeah, for
It's-
real.
Like,
Lily,
it's-
4-bit.
Actually, I think no, actually it's 4. I think I miscounted.
Bill,
They said 4-bit,
probably.
yeah.
No, Bill. I don't think Bill. No, Bill's not beat up here.
Okay.
It's Lily, 4-bit, Wibble, and Jamie.
Wibble and Jamie, okay. I didn't know Wibble stayed with you guys.
Yeah, she was over at ours over Christmas as well.
She broke in.
No. And then
She was gonna say
was sick.
she was gonna be stay there for longer, but she was violently sick.
Yeah,
So-
I didn't get to meet Wibble.
That's
Yeah.
sad.
I've checked my list. I'm at, if you count just like UHC and UHC adjacent people, I'm at 67 met.
What
And
the?
then if you add
Fuck,
it
yeah.
more, I'm
What?
up, I've met 80 people from online.
I don't
Because
even know
you-
80 people.
You nailed the list, I'm sure, with your big trip to the US.
I added
Oh, yeah.
30 more people to my list.
Already.
Well,
That's
actually,
okay.
especially Turi's wedding.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say
See,
it must be
well,
Turi's wedding is
Between
carrying
it was
that.
Turi's wedding, and I did a meetup with my like Pokemon friends,
Right,
which is
right.
like some names you recognize: Mia, Lolsits, Maddie, Shup, Mumu the cow, like all those guys.
Yes.
Goats.
And then a bunch of other people in that group. We had like a 15, 16 person meetup.
See, it's interesting because like I've met
So-
a lot of people from the community. Like for example, I went to PAX East for a couple years,
Right.
but like
Yeah, that
I met Koki owner and we talked for 10 seconds about like Subway sandwiches. Did I meet him? I don't know. It's not the same as like
Well, it
spending a whole
depends,
day with
what's on the
somebody
Subway
else.
sandwich.
Right.
Yeah, I think he was really into like the chicken teriyaki or something. I don't remember.
That's a good one.
Uh, yeah.
Yeah, no,
I'm-
my
I-
list is fucking huge now.
I've only ever been to one convention, and I know I could have met
But
Burning
not.
there, but I didn't.
No.
Minecon?
That's
No, it was called Insomnia, and he was there when he was with Nox Crew.
Ah,
Oh.
yeah.
I feel like I've heard of that, but
I think
I also feel like I might be making that up.
I'm sad he's not here anymore. One of the funniest things I had happen when meeting someone was with Sammy Bacon.
Oh no way.
What happened?
He just like happens to live in the same town, like city where Turi got married. So after the wedding, we were like, "Hey, come have breakfast with us," and he was like, "Yeah, sure." And we went out for
Oh.
breakfast. But
Was it good
you
breakfast?
know, it was very nice breakfast. But if you know,
Okay.
I don't know if you know, like Keegan and like Scrib and Garrett and Len's roommate Joey, or
Mhm.
Jojo Potato 99. He played like
I
one
don't know him
ambition season, I
personally,
think.
but I'm
Mhm.
familiar.
Yeah, well, his
Yeah.
name's Joey, and we all just call him Joey. And when we were like,
You don't say
talking
Jojo
about-
Potato IRL. Yeah.
no, but we were just talking to Sammy
Hard to
asking us who
believe.
was there, and we were going down the list of people and like, yeah, Joey. And it's like, oh, like the Sonic Joey.
Oh,
Sam said
Like-
that.
Yeah,
Eric Garrett and the Sonic Joey roommates. I mean,
yeah, the Sonic Joey. Like, you know, I don't know if Joey and Turi have talked much at all.
I was gonna say that's such an odd bunch. That's
It
hysterical.
could happen.
Brody,
honestly, that's like my experience whenever I talk about old community stuff with Katie.
Yeah.
Because I feel like she has like memories in her brain, but they're just all in the wrong order. So it's just like she's talking about like random people, and it's like, no, I don't think they ever did that.
I can't get you Prisory Carry out of my head. That's like
You Prisory Carry is a class.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know what the
That's
fuck
like-
that is.
Uprising record.
Oh lol. Oh my
Yeah.
god, wait,
Prisory
you Prisory Carry?
Yeah, that's how
Carry.
you pronounced it that way for years.
Fucking hysterical.
That is insane.
Like,
I made a funny joke in the pregame that nobody saw, but I just said
Oh, about Denny's?
Riser Riker is in Denny's.
Yeah,
but
I
spelled
saw
Denny's
that.
like Kowalski's IGN.
I think this
damn.
list is fully correct.
is Kowalski a phobia? Is he a phobia?
is.
I don't. Okay.
He's
play
in
this season.
here. He might
Last I
play.
spoke to him, he is not very interested in play UHC.
Yeah.
Why would he be?
We might
I mean,
convince
he's
him to play.
probably an
You might
Oh,
convince
it's
him to
true.
play one more at some point, but
Mhm.
that's probably about the best we're getting.
Only one more?
I love that guy though.
Yeah. Let's
got
give him
to
like
team with
the
him and-
wildest team of all time.
I got to team with him in Desire that one time.
I like that he
I was
died
happy.
to a creeper in another All-Star season again. I thought that was really
Oh, that was
funny.
awesome.
So,
Yeah, here, wait. In the I can post
He
my list.
practically
in the
remade it
text
and-
chat.
yeah.
And that was supposed to be the last one, so it was almost well, it's still poetic.
You could say that about everyone.
It's true.
A little
I
awkward.
remember, I
after
remember
that.
playing
Okay.
season 4. They were like, "Just you wait, guys. This is the final one." Just you
Christ,
wait."
this list! Oh my god!
Yeah.
Like how people used to leave the community all the time. You eventually just accept
Yeah,
that you're
yeah.
not going.
I was talking to a
this.
friend of mine the other day about how Raven left, and everybody was like, "See you in a week," and then he was like one of the first guys to like just like leave.
No, I
Like,
remember
he
that.
leave.
Yeah.
He actually just dipped.
Now he's in this Discord again.
Good for him.
You know,
Yeah.
shout out to that one time he logged on Arctic randomly. Good times.
He likes occasional
list
tweets
is-
of mine.
He's
Thank
still
you,
he's
Dan.
still reachable on Instagram. He's really active
I
on
think he's
Instagram.
pretty reachable.
That's like the
and-
only
general.
place
He's
you
definitely
really get him.
reachable.
Yeah.
Mhm.
There's only a couple of people who are like around in the Discord who are like unreachable.
Mhm.
Like I don't know if NPMG uses this account, man.
No,
No, that's like
MPMJ is
no way.
not coming back.
That's
no,
like
he's
in
here in
TTE,
spirit.
I tag Glowing Neon every time, but Glowing Neon made a Discord to play TTE 20, said he would play, never played, and never said another word.
Oh,
And I know he hasn't logged in since telling us he could play, yet I still tag him every season.
Edvin had to install Discord for Ambition 32.
That's so
I was
funny.
shocked when
do
I
know-
logged on to play Ambition 32. I was like, they got Edvin? Like, what the fuck is he doing on a computer again? I couldn't believe it.
And then you got to team with him.
Actually, I
did,
I
and-
feel like I remember when that happened because he like rejoined Cinema or something because Wacko
Did he?
noticed. I feel like he did, or there's two
This is, like,
other
a few
Edvins in
months
there.
ago.
I think
Maybe?
teaming with Edvin convinced me that his brain is not connected to the synergy of anybody else's brain. Like five of us would be walking
pretty
somewhere and we'd be
I
like, "Hey
agree.
Edvin, we need this. Let's come do this." And he's like, and he's like 800 blocks away. I'm like, "What? Like what are you doing?"
Well, when you guys run into Bobby's team, your whole team is like, let's leave, and runs the other way, and everyone goes, I'm fighting, and runs in a 1v6 melee.
Just melee runs.
Awesome.
Like literally from my perspective, I'm looking at the forest with a few teammates. I say, "Is Edvin in there?" And then I just see the chat message that he died. And I'm like, "Oh, okay. Well, I
Hey,
guess
team.
that's it." Hey team. He's awesome.
This is also
He
just
is.
my routine check to see. Nope. Snuggles' Discord account is not migrated. He still's got the
No,
numbers on the
that is
end.
how I check, actually. I did that in TTE not too long
Oh,
ago.
that's so
To
smart.
be
I
fair,
should check
to be fair,
people for
I
that.
don't know if it's
I
if
think
it's
it could have been
reliable because
agency there.
NPMG's is migrated. Well, I don't know how reliable
Maybe
it
he's
is.
just straight up
Maybe
ignoring me.
reliable.
He
might
just doesn't like you.
Not be active.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And eventually it'll be outdated too.
Also, Irene's is not migrated either.
Oh,
yeah.
That's so sad.
I don't know how I just like I had him for so long and never DM'd him, and I really did not think that he would respond to me when you asked me to invite him. And he was like, "Yeah, that sounds sick. I'm in." And I was like, "Okay."
You even sent a
Welcome
couple
to
messages.
Phobia, Irene Numa. Yeah, he did.
Numa.
Well, then I asked him to team because I thought it would be funny, and he did not respond. And I was like, "Oh."
You went too far.
Yeah.
This is like when I tagged Preambly in the R&R Discord and told him to team as a joke, and he like shot me down so real.
Oh,
That was so sad.
Damn.
That would be an insane team to see.
Me and Preambly.
Yeah.
It's like the RR legends of past.
I would
and
be like,
present.
"Listen, Preambly, I'm kind of like the new you."
Pretty much.
Let me see if I could find that. It's probably the last time he talked in this damn Discord. Is he not in it? Is Preambly gone?
Surely, no, there's no way he's left. Surely not.
I think he's left.
No.
I don't think he's in it anymore.
GG.
GG.
No, I type in
My
Preambly
God, he's
and
not
Edmund
in
comes
there.
up.
Wow.
He's gone, Dom.
We've had a good handful of silent leavers in New Dawn.
Really? Any
Yeah,
recently?
Eskimos, 2NZ, Soulite.
No way. Sorelight.
They all just left without a word. Soulite left the New Dawn Discord and stayed in the New Dawn private game Discord, which made no sense to me.
That's like a hater
That's
move.
insane, bro.
Wait, he did what?
He left the like main New Dawn Discord, but stayed in the private game Discord.
Oh, that's so funny. He was like, "I'm not recording that shit, but I'll play."
I don't care about the friend group, but I care about the game.
I'm here for Minecraft and nothing else.
I think it's nice though that we've got to a point where, you know, recording rounds aren't being taken so seriously that recording is paramount to playing. Like Ambition has a
Yeah.
couple people like Lego Beast is always gonna play. Is he ever gonna have a fucking perspective? No way.
No, God no.
He's gonna play,
Mm-mm.
right? Because like he's such a part, an
We've-
integral
yeah.
part of the group.
He gets that treatment in agency now too.
Oh, he does. That's good.
Mhm.
I could just one
I-
Ambition season they had Perp like body spec him and record his body spec footage
Yeah.
as his POV.
Oh, that's
man.
really
Yeah.
funny.
I'm kind of if people in this group are listed as a member, then I kind of hope they record. But like if one of
Yeah,
the
yeah.
phobia, if one of the friends was like, "Hey, I want to play a season, but I don't think I can record," I'll be like, "Say no more."
I was
Yeah.
You're in.
impressed
I
by
think-
Alan and Zaki.
TTE has.
I'm impressed. Okay,
Ferrari.
I was pretty chuffed we got Harlan. I'm fucking amazed we got Zarky.
Zarky was crazy.
Kind of
Zarky was a complete enigma until like 10 minutes before the game. Because it was literally
You're
just
probably in a
really?
call with
Is it-
them because they
I
hang
was
out.
in a call with them for like the 20 minutes before the game.
Mark recruited Alan. And Alan was, and they were trying to figure out a team for Alan. And he was like, he wants to team with Tyler and Zarky. And we're like, at this point in the signups, we're pretty sure Tyler can't make it.
Tyler
And-
yeah, said no because he didn't want to play originally, I think, and then
Originally, he thought he got the date mixed up and thought that CMAP was visiting him that day.
yeah.
Mm.
See, he
Is
couldn't.
Matt not
yeah,
visiting him?
not right now, I don't think. But
He's visiting him, but not right now. But he thought it was.
yeah. So we originally it was he wanted we thought about that team, but Tyler couldn't make it as far as you were aware at the time, and Zarky was just a complete unknown. And then Tyler said, "Oh wait, no, I can actually make it." So we had that, and the entire time we were just had Zarky as a maybe. We got no response from him ever about playing the season, other than the fact that Alan wanted to team with him. So we were full prepared to have like a third, just like, okay, we can put a third on this team, it's fine. And he just drops his IGN in the signups. And I'm like, okay, cool, he's playing.
I think it goes to show that like you can DM checkups, you can post like drop your availability as much as you want, but some people are just gonna log on once, see the date, and just be like, "Yeah, I'm here." Like,
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
here.
Yeah,
for
no,
sure.
it
You know?
happens.
I do
Which
it
is great.
because sometimes I think I'm annoying. Probably because I am, but sometimes people will be like, "Dude, thanks," because I wouldn't have seen that otherwise. And I'm like, "Oh shit, okay, I'll keep doing it
Yeah.
then."
I
Yeah, dude.
with Zaki, I found like I don't know if Zaki ever will respond to an RR organizer DMing him or not. I don't know if he responded to you guys DMing.
Oh god, no.
But I can just like I'll just join a voice call with I've asked him multiple times for different rounds. Like I just join a voice call with him and be like, "Hey, do you want to play this recorded round?" No. All right, no worries.
That's yeah. That's
usually
all.
the
That's all I
case.
care about. I'm much happier with someone just outright just being like, no.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm so
That's not
surprised to
fun.
see him playing because he'd pretty much said he'd be willing to play RRs if he didn't have to record, and then he was like, "Yeah, I'm recording this," and I was like, "Oh."
I feel like the team was a major
Yeah.
benefit.
But
in
I
this
still thought
case.
maybe he was just playing and not recording. But no, I think he recorded.
Dom, you really
Fingers
seem to
crossed.
center the teams around like chemistry. Obviously, they were balanced as well, but I thought there were a lot of really good teams, or they were like throwback teams. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
Like,
think this was
I
like
agree.
I was saying earlier. I think this is like one of the best like seasons team
The
wise
teams
that
were
we've had.
bangers.
I'll take partial responsibility for it, but I gotta Jamie is just a fucking god at making teams.
Jamie is
Yeah.
so good at making teams.
He is like so wired in when it comes to like knowing like who to put with who.
As
that is a skill.
I've had my fair few like pretty cool teams and stuff, but Jamie just consistently is just like, yeah, I'm gonna put these people together and it's gonna work out great. And it's like, yep, you're right. You're just right.
I feel like I'm pretty solid. I don't know if I'm.
No, I think you're
Mastery,
bad.
but I hate you.
I
I
haven't
put
had
the
to make
Europeans
teams
together
since
by accident
17.
sometimes. That's my issue. We recorded
I think-
Prime 3 and
what?
people were like, and I was like, wait, I swear I didn't mean to.
New on 17, I think the teams were really good. The only unfortunate one maybe was like Burning and Sonmaka was definitely not a very good team.
We
I think they had a good
ran out of
time.
people.
I think they had a great time. It was just that was just like an unfortunate with all the people dropping out and stuff. Like because like it was meant to be what was it? It was Sunny and Dom. You guys were together originally, I think. If I
Yo,
recall
what?
correctly. For New Dawn 17, it was meant to be you and Sonmaka.
Oh shit, okay.
And then it was Zane was gonna play and it was Zane and Burning. And then Zane
Oh, that
dropped
would be
out.
fun.
And then it was also BJR had never spoken to Pat and was like, I'd want someone I've spoken to, please. So I was like, okay, well, Dom and Pat both said they'll team with anyone at all, so let's just put them together. And it worked out great.
That ended up being a fun team, if I remember correctly.
No,
Dom, didn't you,
I had a blast with that.
Yeah.
I literally never spoken to him before in my life. Barely knew that he existed at that point.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh no, this guy's like really easy to talk to. Really
What are
chill.
some of your guys'
Yeah, Pat's
like
a pretty chill guy.
what are some of your guys' like best case scenarios of like I went in completely blind to teaming with this person and then it was a great time?
In O Block Season 1, I teamed with Charity the Great, who we found out like halfway through the game had never played UHC before, so we had to explain what UHC was to her. She was like, why am I not healing? I ate food, and I was like,
That's crazy.
have you played this before? And she was like, no. And I was like, oh my god.
That is great. I mean, I'd never spoken to Marky before I teamed with him last Phobia season. And that was a
Actually,
blast,
I'll
even if we had a
back
terrible
Marky
fucking,
being a good.
terrible
Yeah,
Minecraft
Marky
season.
can,
We had a
like-
great time together.
Marky can easily get along with just about anyone.
For sure.
Yeah.
I played around. This doesn't really fit what you're asking, but I played around recently with this guy. I don't even remember his name because it was just like a couple letters and a bunch of numbers. But halfway through the season, his background got super loud, and I was like, "What is going on?" And he was like, "I just took shrooms." And I was like,
Oh my god.
I was like, "What?" He was like, "My friend just like kept bugging me to take shrooms, so I finally did it." And I was like, "Okay." And then at like
Alright.
meetup, he was like, "This is crazy."
Wow.
It was something
That is
else. I
crazy.
can't say I
What
was
an
expecting that.
experience. Yeah.
What
I mean,
else?
one for me that is like it was like both extremely underwhelming and also surpassed all of my expectations was when I was just like, yeah, fuck it, let's team Tommy to it. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I've
Like, it was-
definitely had situations like that where I'm
What
like,
else?
I'm gonna get this random old player to team with me, and I'm like, you're awesome.
Like
There is
he was in the Discord. He was like eager to play, and I was like, in terms of like people in
What's up,
here,
poison?
like, you know, fuck it, I'll give a shot. I feel like most other people here are not going to reach out to him to play, so I was like, I'll reach out to him, and he was like, yeah, cool, and they died episode 1.
There was
I think
a
everybody died.
scrapped round I played with Nielsen a long time ago, and we had never spoken before, and we just had like a really fun time. Like I remember as it was like the update where horses had just come out,
Oh,
and we
dear.
spent like the game trying to push a horse into our caves to go caving with the horse.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
that's so
That's
good.
awesome.
Like I don't even remember how that round ended. I don't remember anything about the round. I don't remember what it was called. I don't remember who hosted it. I just remember that we had a really good time and we caved with a horse.
That's awesome. Do any of you guys feel like UHC and kind of just the ability to bond with so many different people over the same sort of game and the same sort of experience really improved your social skills in any capacity?
My social skills are still shit.
Still shit. All these 10 years?
Yeah, my social skills have gotten worse.
Oh, wow.
I think. I don't think so. I think I've always been annoyingly social, and then COVID, I got less so. And I think I've once again broken out of my little temporary COVID shell for
That's
a couple
great.
of years.
Yeah, I think
Alright.
I started to get more social on the lead up to COVID, and then COVID brought me right back down.
I
So
agree. I
real.
was ready
I-
to experience my senior year of high school, and then
That's
I
what
didn't.
I'm saying, dude.
I
It
don't-
doesn't
I
help that like after COVID, like COVID was around about the same time I finished up with uni, and so like I haven't really had that avenue for like meeting people.
Right.
So
I
it's
started
just been
with
like a
this,
less
so
so. I haven't really had as many social environments to put myself in.
Right, right.
I
Yeah.
don't know if I would say that like UHC stuff has improved my my social abilities, but I
Good
think I
question,
would
by the
say
way.
it's. I would think I'd say I think it has made me more open to being social.
Right, right.
Like
I
I'm
think that's
probably
fair, yeah.
I'm probably still as bad as talking as I've always been,
But
but I'm
perhaps more
more
confident.
Yeah.
I'm more cool with being that bad at talking.
See that I would agree with is putting like being more open to social situations.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Because that's where my question came from. I'm thinking, sometimes you're put in a recorded round where you're playing and actually recording footage without having ever spoken to a person before. And now the pressure's on. Have a conversation, start up something. Even just you go back to the days where you'd actually join a match and have random teams, you're trying to figure out, okay, what's the chemistry in the room for these 5 people who've never spoken before? And that kind of test is
fun.
something that you're not going to always have on a day-to-day basis, maybe without these sort of games.
Or just no one says anything the whole time.
Yeah,
True.
I think even with recorded rounds, it depends on like the game modes as well can really have a big impact. Because like I played a live round a couple of weeks ago, and my teammates were Commander and Mark Boy, who neither of which I had ever spoken to.
Yeah.
So like for a long time during the game, because it was just like really standard game modes, we didn't really have a lot to talk about. And it wasn't until like the PvP that actually started that we actually started talking to each other because we actually had things to talk about, which was the game.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out Commander
I,
K22_.
I played Lampoon with Moo, who Brody mentioned earlier from his Pokemon group. It was me, Moo, and Sir.
Great
and
team.
It was such a lovely time. I had never spoken to Moo. Well, maybe like very briefly pre-game, but oh my gosh. That was such a cool team, and I was like, this is going to be weird, but I think it's going to be cool.
Totally.
And it was.
That's another thing I love is sometimes that chemistry is just instantaneous. You just join in a
Also,
room with
low-key
people for the
beef.
first time.
Low-key beef.
Oh yeah, you teamed with Beef in 22,
Yes.
right?
Mm-hmm. I'll admit, because I told this to Daniel after, because he was like, fuck you guys for getting a team with Vintage Beef. And I was like, yeah, fair. But I didn't have the heart to tell him. I didn't even watch him like that much. But I was like, damn, like he's just this like this icon. I don't know.
See,
here I am teaming with him.
I spoke to Dylan afterwards when he teamed, and he had the opposite experience where it was kind of awkward. But he was someone who had watched Beef quite a lot.
Interesting. See, I had that experience with Dylan, which is so funny.
Really?
Or like when I first talked to him, I was like,
Yeah.
I have seen like all of your UHC islands.
Oh yeah. For sure. I mean, that's something a lot of us have felt, and it's such a bizarre thing because this community has been around for so long. You can start to meet and really befriend people who you may have just watched on YouTube for a long
100%.
time. I'll tell you today.
Crazy.
I was caught up in a fight right where I lost the game when I was sandwiched between the team of Brick, Haven, Mark, and then I was also fighting Tyler and Zarky. And I'm like, these are all guys I watched at like WMC when I was like 14 years old. Like, it's kind of a crazy thing when you wrap your head around it, you know?
Actually, Rocket was DMing me in the pregame because this was his first season, and he was like, "I can't believe this." I was like,
That's crazy.
I know.
Yeah.
Good
I
for
had that
him.
I've
with
been
Tyler as
there.
well. Like I've been
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
buddies with him for a lot, like since 2016 now, but like way back then it was like, oh my god,
No,
you're like the
same.
guy.
Right.
Guy. Yeah.
The
He gave
first
me
time
his
we
team
met,
speak, and I
he
was like,
called
"Are
me
you
Yay
sure?"
Tomato. And then the next time was that we played a UHC together, like a public game in AU, and it was chosen. It was like a team of 4, and he just called me you the entire time instead of using my name.
That's
I
awesome.
was just you.
I still
Hey,
I
you,
still
and
get
it got me
that
gold.
sometimes. Like I still get that sometimes. Like people are like, oh, I was excited to team with you because like I used to like watch your videos and all that, and I'm like, it's just it's because like I forget that I like was at a point where I was like actively making videos within UHC,
Great montages.
and like and I'm like I forget I was actually like really invested in YouTube at one point, and
Right.
was like one of the bigger creators within UHC for a while.
Yeah.
I've hit kind of like a wrap around where I've gotten a little bit of that occasionally, and I'm like, oh my god, I don't even know how to respond.
Yeah, like there's been a few people that have said to me before, like I got into UHC because went down a rabbit hole of watching different UHC montages, and
Uh-huh.
eventually got onto your ones, and that was what introduced me to this community. And that's from people who've been around for like quite a long time within UHC.
Right.
And how does that make you feel?
Kind of like proud in a way that something like I've been able to make things that have like actually brought people into this community.
Right.
But it's also like it just feels like really weird. Like I actually was able to do that.
No, right. Because when
Yeah.
you're doing
Like,
it, you're just like,
who,
I'm just
me?
making these silly little videos, and then
Yeah,
people respond to
I was
them,
just
and
like
I'm like,
having
wow.
fun with like making these videos, and it was like
Right.
actually something that was actually able to like bring people into a community that's been like really important to them.
Right. Cool shit.
It was really interesting for
Burning
me,
Tea for All Stars Season 1. I just kind of found that.
like, because I've been in the community since
Back on
2014,
back.
and then I
back.
didn't talk to anybody in the community until 2022 when I made
That's
like
so real.
the Phobia contest entry.
Yeah.
Because I had been here like watching for years, and I was like, one day I'll play
Yeah,
recorded
'cause
round
I
maybe.
always remembered seeing your name.
Yeah, and I just
on
I
videos.
never talked to anybody.
Likewise.
And then like
I
Wacko Flipper was
did
like,
that too,
you should.
where I like didn't
Be-
speak to his soul until 2017, I think. And then I was like, hi.
It's so wild. Why was that Fruit Logic? Was it just something where you figured one day I'll do it? Was it an anxiety thing? Where did that come from?
I guess I was just like, I guess like a big thing for like the UHC communities. A lot of people like made friends and like
Right.
like stuck with them, but I was like content with like my IRL friends, and like I like talk to them like every day. So it's not like,
You were happy.
yeah, I used to be happy.
Because when
Yeah,
your
that's not a
when your
relatable
phobia
experience for most of us.
when your phobia entry came in, it was that was the one that I rated the highest, and I thought like
Uh-huh.
I was like really surprised that like I'd seen your name for so long, but I hadn't seen you really in a lot of in UHCs.
Yeah, I mean, I've been like off and on, I would say, and like especially since public games like got so bad, I didn't really play as much. I did like look back, and like apparently like Plushy33 invited me to a round like many years ago, and I was like, no. And
Oh my god.
Oh.
I was like, I'm not playing at UHC right now, or like I don't want to play a recorded round with people I don't know or something like that. But like I didn't know anybody, so I don't know.
For me, I think it was weird because I feel like I think I played a fair few rounds before I actually made like friends in the community. I feel like
Right. Right.
because like
So,
because like my first friend was out of orbit, which I mean I was friends with Grant, but that was not because of UHC. That was through other.
Oh,
that was through
right. I
a completely
forgot
different
you.
community.
Wasn't that that SMP thing that you were in conflict to or something? Or
No,
is that
it was a while after that. It was like a YouTube SMP I had that Grant like applied for,
Mm.
and like we were friends through that. And he was like, "Oh, I do Out of Orbit," and I'm like, "Can I play?"
I love
Nice.
space.
And-
I love
And then like after that, like I played like Manipulation, which was fairies. Fairies like
that was a whole thing. Wow.
yeah, that was fairies. Thank you for me helping him with the RR wiki.
That's
Let me
so
tell you,
funny.
little baby me helping out Fairy with the RR wiki, and then him
So
being
funny.
like, and then Fairy Juice being like, as a thank you, I'm going to invite you to a recorded round.
Did
And
you?
I was like, oh my god, and it's manipulation season 1.
You played like one of Audie and Ed Case's UHCs. Was that before then?
I don't know where that would be in the
So I
timeline. Holy.
remember you being on one of them.
Yeah, I played one. I teamed with Cherry Bitters. Who's their mum. She's awesome.
That's crazy.
But I don't remember what that is in the timeline. But like everything else I played after that was like I played Emilio because like kid like thought I was cool from a pregame and I was a sub.
And he was right.
And I just played so much
Interesting.
random stuff, and I don't think it was until Pathfinder that I actually had like a friend group of people I was talking to.
Right.
Dom, that's when I remember seeing you around, was when you had joined Pathfinder by about season 3. That's when you'd be like in the Discords and the team speaks and really just hanging out
Yeah.
with people.
I think the process was like I played Distantia. Don't fucking know why, but I played
Everyone fucking
Distantia,
played Distantia 3, man.
and I was teamed with Tommy. Tommy thought I was cool, so Tommy invited me to play an Elmo game. I
Right.
teamed with
Oh my
Joey
God, I
in the
forgot about
Elmo
that.
game. Joey thought I was cool, so he invited me to I Missed the Water,
I'm seeing a pattern here.
and then I hung out in I Missed the Water, and I took Kingsy's sub spot for Pathfinder.
Oh, that's
Okay,
so
so
funny.
other than
Oh,
manipulation,
there's,
are there any rounds you weren't invited to because you were cool?
Tom,
I
here's
don't
the
even
thing.
think you might just be cool.
I don't remember why we invited you to Phobia, so I have a feeling it's probably just because we thought you were cool.
Let's go.
I don't remember at all.
Yeah, no, it's literally, I think
I'd never
one of my
spoken to you, I don't think, before
I guess I just have
Phobia
good
season
vibes.
10, and that we teamed in that season as well.
I guess I just
You
have
give a
good
good
vibes
first
because
impression.
And then you
And we
became an
just thought you guys
organizer
were
like
doing
a
it.
season later.
All out, we just thought you were cool.
I
dope.
just I would just
Yeah,
interact with someone once in an RR and they were like, that guy seemed alright. I'll invite
That's
him
why
to mine."
Dom got the sub call up, and then he overslept when they needed him to sub, and
Oh.
then
Yeah.
he wasn't in the round. And then Dom's actual call up was, "Oh, is he not already here?"
I remember
Yes,
hearing
that does
story.
sound like me.
The way I was told that was just one day I got invited and it was like, oh, it's because we realized you weren't actually here already.
That's like. Do any of you
A
know
lot
about when...
of people get adds to Noodle on because I forget that they haven't already been added to Noodle.
I haven't been added to New
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I think you forgot to send me my invite.
I'll try and remember, guys. I got you.
Lost
That's
in the
problem.
mail.
He has to forget that you haven't been added, and now
That's true,
he won't
that's true.
forget that you haven't been added now.
I've been added to
You
New
fucked
Dawn.
it.
I think no. I feel like I'm generally thinking. I feel like I feel like most of the rounds I've played, I've just been added to. I can't think of one where I was like voted in. Like I mean,
Really?
I think I got voted into TTE when they added like 12 people from a vote once.
I think
I don't
TTE
think
and
I've
Evo, I
ever.
remember
I don't
doing
think I've
votes.
ever been voted into a recorded round. I think I've always asked.
Yeah, seems a little
And then-
old school.
I remember
had it.
Evo, everybody said yes except for Tragic. He was like, I don't know who the fuck that is.
I got voted into WMC, which might be my like crowning achievement for ultra hardcore.
Okay, so I was voted on for WMC for season 12, and I had 2 no's, which one of them was Beast Boy Rolf,
Ooh.
and I don't really know why that was a no.
That is a very random
And then
person to do that.
yeah, and because that was like after he'd been in Phobia and all that. But the other one was the Rock Project. So because of both of those no's, I wasn't added, and then it would take 10 more
Oh.
seasons before I was added.
It's just
Seems a little extreme.
Yeah, no, I
True
think
to
I think I got a WMC vote once as well, and it was dire.
yeah.
I remember like way back when WMC was like super active. I remember hearing stories that the votes were fucking brutal.
Well, the
Likewise,
thing was
actually.
with my vote, although I got those 2 no votes, I got more votes than Wing, who was the person who was added.
Oh,
So I got the most.
Wow.
So I think it was me, Wing, and Dylan each had the most votes. With it being Dylan, me, and then Wing. But because I had the 2 no votes, it meant that I wasn't added. So it would be 10 seasons
Okay.
before I was added.
I
what was
remember.
the most? Sorry, Colin, I cut you off.
No, you're good. TTE, I got a vote for, and I remember they DM'd me and they were like, "Hey, we're in a weird predicament," and I was like, "Okay." And they were like, "Percentage-wise, you did not do like the best on the vote," and I was like, "Okay," but they were like, "But you also got the most yeses on the vote or something." And the people that said no just didn't know if you fit well. So we're gonna add you as a guest, and then if people think you fit well enough for that season, you could stay. And I was like, okay, that works.
Well, votes are weird because
And now
I
I
think,
organize it.
Colin, I think you were like just outside of getting added to Phobia in season
11, I
11.
think.
It
Yep.
was, yeah, it was season 11. I think it was
I've been told it was the
Liv
next.
had more votes, and then I think Reron might have been above you as well, but I don't remember.
I think we have a vote thing on the dock somewhere. Hold on.
I remember I got a vote. I got a vote earlier for WMC as well, which was because Ferry held that Twitter contest where he said the most liked post. I'll do what the tweet
so
says.
funny.
And I
Ferry's
tweeted
so
out,
cool.
Ferry will add someone of my choice to WMC, and then I got the most likes, and I think I picked Autumn and Ben. I said add one of those.
Yay.
Add one of those
Mhm.
two. And Ferry was like, you know what? I'll give them a vote just because you got the most likes. And you know what? I'll throw you on as well. And I was like,
Wow.
sure, I am not making it in off of this vote in like 2017, but I'll take a vote.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, sometimes people got a little cheeky with that. I remember the most notorious example for me was back in the day, if any of you guys remember this chatter, Frenzy was bad about that. The
I
only-
organized that round.
That is
When?
true.
Season 1?
All
yeah,
of
that
them.
was crazy.
All of
That meme.
Oh, right. I forgot about that. Oh, jeez. But I remember X Jester once, I was in a TeamSpeak channel with him, and, a lot of them would just, like, taunt folks, like, yeah, you know what? If you, like, lick my toe, I'll add you to Frenzy. And I was like, okay, whatever. But what he said to me, he's like, if you beat me in a 1v1 right now, you'll play tomorrow. And I was like, what? And of course, I lost because the pressure was on me. And then he was like, try next time, bitch. I was like, what? Like, what the fuck?
I was just mentioning
Terrible.
earlier, Jester added me to Kata, and then I was getting added to Frenzy, and he was like pushing against it because he didn't want to lose his original player.
It was a big deal
It's
back
alright.
then.
It was.
I think there's,
I
there's a
got-
guy. There's a guy on
Little did he know I was
OCTC who
efficient.
there's a guy on OCTC who keeps insisting that I 1v1 him for a place in Phobia.
Oh, I know who that is.
That's really funny.
Yeah, like
I know
he's-
who that is because I feel like he said it to me once or twice, even though I
Who
don't
is
have
it?
any power in that.
It's-
It's Oaf6.
Yes.
Yeah, that's my guy.
Oh, I recognize that name.
That's
Yeah,
I don't know if I've seen him.
There's a-
on
There was a
OCN,
good
but-
period of time where I would just
don't know.
log on to OCTC and he would be like, Casmic from
Sorry, he was
Phobia.
playing Tekken.
Can I play Phobia? 1v1 me. If I win, I play Phobia. I don't know about that one.
I don't even know if he really knows what UHC is. That's because like that's when I would stream OCTC a ton, and he was like one of the people who like would like watch my streams the most, and he also just played all the time. And so like I had like that contest entry, I guess, and then he like found out about that, and then he just kept bothering Tom.
I got
haven't seen it in a
recognized
while.
on Hoplite once. Playing
Oh
a
my
game.
god.
I was pretending like because it's prox chat on Hoplite. It's just like inbuilt.
hmm
Oh, it's not inbuilt, but you can like the client that they suggest you download has it, and anyone can use it. And I was just not talking to people and was just there, but my teammate was talking. And then at the end of the game, like he didn't say anything for the entire game that we were randomly teamed together. And after we won the game, he goes, "Hey, you like play Reddit, right?" I was like, "What the fuck?"
Oh my god.
Some random guy didn't recognize the name, didn't say a word the whole time about it, and then randomly just dropped that at the end of the game.
Well, I don't know if you guys know this, but like, we are like famous people. Like we're
True.
on the Reddit, ultra hardcore. Like that's a really fucking big deal. People on the street know that stuff.
This is
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
The amount of weird situations with that actually like really happening is weird. Like when I posted my graduation pic and blurred out the school in the background, and somebody goes, "I recognize that turf in my DMs," and then I found out that they were my brother's age and went to my school,
Oh,
and they had also been watching my YouTube for years, which was such a crazy parallel.
That's
I
crazy.
gave Learning 25 his yearbook quote.
That's
What was
awesome.
that
Shit.
It was stay in school, learning is cool.
That's awesome.
What did
He's awesome. I follow him on Twitter, or not Twitter, well, maybe Twitter, but Instagram, and he posts occasionally.
Mm.
I think he does like theater stuff. I want to
Yeah.
I think I don't know. It's hard to. I think I've got my two favorite like IRL moment stories. One of them is you, Colin, when you just like was it Will Brisk? You just like pulled up next to you on the side of the
Yeah.
road or something.
I could tell that if you want.
That's that's one of my
Because that's
favorite
insane.
ones.
So, if you don't know this, Will Brisk and we met like probably about 10 years ago now online. And he, after talking, we just found out that we lived 20 minutes from each other. And he was like the first online friend I made. So I was like, this is so weird. But eventually he moves away, but he comes back for college. And his college is about an hour away from me, but my family has a cottage there. So there was one time that we met up and we got food, and I was like, okay, cool. Will goes to school here. About a year goes by, I think, and it's the fall semester that I'm starting college. And I go to visit one of my high school friends that goes to his college, and I'm going across a crosswalk driving, and this dude is just walking across it. And then I realize that this dude is Will Brisk. So I almost hit him with my car because I'm like, who is that? I feel like I know that person. And then I'm like, Will, is that you? And he was just like, the fuck? And it's just me. So he posted this picture of me in my car with like a peace sign on Twitter. And it was
I
so
remember
fucking
that.
funny. And I was just like, dude, this is insane. I'm coming to see my friend. And he was like, I'm walking back from work. And I was like, okay, like,
It's nuts.
good to see you. He was like,
You said hi and bye.
pretty much, yeah. It was really funny though. And then I like
Absolute
talked to him
banger.
about it a couple days later. And we were like, what the fuck? But that was hysterical. And honestly, my second favorite meeting up with someone's story is our house tour, or at least my house tour. And then when we went to sit outside, Brody, for Carter.
Oh yeah.
And he
That was wild.
I don't even know.
There's just like a random altercation on the street in front of us when we went
At like
like
a gas station
yeah.
across the street from Carter's apartment.
It's like
And
people
we're
had called
sitting
like
up
an
on the
Uber or
balcony.
something.
Mhm.
We're sitting on Carter's balcony and these people are just like loudly swearing at each other and
Like
one of them
definitely white people saying the N-word.
Yeah, just like going off and then one of them like left their phone in the Uber but got left behind because of the argument and just didn't he was just stuck on the street without a
Oh my
phone.
god.
Dude,
It was
he goes,
fucking
the Uber
insane.
speeds off like a cartoon car, like it like screeches and everything. And the guy goes, "What? My phone's in there!" like audibly, and then just starts chasing after it. And that was the last we saw of them. It's the most insane thing I've ever seen. It was
Were you
fucking
laughing in the
funny.
moment when that happened?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
We
I
were just
could
trying not to
imagine.
We were like, "What the fuck?" We
I
were
feel
far
that
enough
way.
away
No,
that
no
they wouldn't have been
disrespect.
like,
When I see very public arguments, I feel the same way. I
Oh my
worked as a
God.
waiter for some time, and I remember waiting a table where this
Mhm.
couple was like very clearly having an argument. Whenever I'd approach, I just couldn't help it. I'd hear out of the corner of my little ear, I'd hear a little something like, "I just can't believe that you'd say that to her," or something. And then, of course, when I bring the food, they both look at me and they go, "Oh, thank you so much." And then their bodies just tense up the second I leave, just like,
Oh my
"Ugh,
god.
ugh." And I'm just like, "Oh my god, if I could be a fly on the wall to that conversation, I'd be one happy fly."
No, I think my favorite story probably is still the way that I brought Link Ocarina of Time back for a few months.
How did you
which
make that
was,
happen?
Yeah, so he'd been gone for like probably 8 months at this time, which back in 2015, being gone for 8 months was a
a
long
big deal.
time to be gone for in the
Mhm.
community. Like you were just gone, you were missing if you were gone for that long. And I got a very lucky break, I think, with like Mitch just randomly being like, "Yeah, let's just talk to this random guy in the Sank lobby. Why not?" And I'd been talking to Mitch for a bit, and he like we were like talking about IRL stuff, and it was like, "Oh yeah, I live in like this place at my school's like at the race course," and he's like, "Oh, someone that used to be in the community lived at the race course." It's like, "Oh, okay, what's his name?" And he told me his name, and I went through my yearbook and was like, "Oh, I don't know."
Oh my
And my sister went to school at a school up the road, and I was like, "Oh, I'll ask my sister." And she was like, "Yeah, he's in my class." And she was in
Lord.
Link Ocarina of Time's class at school, and so I said, "Okay, this is gonna be really weird. Can you go to him and tell him that Bigfoot says hi?" And she did it, and then like 2 days later, Link joined Skype again and was like, "Hey guys, what's up?" Came back,
Holy
played
shit.
Noodle, and
If some random ass girl in my class said, like, fucking, I don't know. I don't know who would say hi to me in a message from their system. Oh my god, that would be crazy.
yeah. Mm-mm.
Might use shaders for this. I'm debating.
I'm not using shaders for it.
Yeah, me neither. But I usually just play on default, so it's whatever.
No texture pack.
Never.
I'm using the Vivo Pinata texture pack.
Wait, whoa.
Bum, bum.
Why are we all
But
extra
yeah, no,
Soria?
I definitely got a quite the lucky break. I just typed in chat and people were like, "Yeah, sure."
It's like when the way I like the thing that kicked off me talking to anybody outside of like my tight community or tight group I came into the community was when Fiasco let me spectate a cyber game. And then he gave me the Kata team speak, and from there everything
That's
happened.
awesome.
With me, it was like, so because I was on the GGMC server, and GGMC really didn't like Reddit, so Reddit didn't really like GGMC. So I made like one friend, which was Bloodstinger, and GGMC, but then I started uploading a couple of the GGMC UHCs to YouTube, and then Dylan recognized me from those games, and that was when I started to like actually speak to people. Was when I first played with Dylan, because I got banned from a game for quote unquote self UBLing. I said I'm gonna X-ray in this UHC, and then I didn't X-ray in a UHC, but I found a double zombie spawner, and also it was a game where all the players were invisible, and I accidentally killed my teammate.
Okay.
Who was friends with the person who was spectating me, who thought I might have been X-raying when I found the double spawner. So they banned me. So I ended up on the UBL. So I ended up with friends with, like, people were like, yeah, there's a lot of people being wrongly banned for, like, there's a select few people deciding who should get banned for whatever reason, and there isn't a lot of evidence for it. So it was like people like Sep, Undauntable, and that kind of made like the Omnis group. That was kind of like the anti-elitism and UHC group.
Oh, good times.
And then that ended up like spawning a couple of other groups from there.
I missed the war on elitism.
It was one of those things as well where like it was like anti Minecore, because Minecore was the big elitist group, and then a few months later I was in Minecore.
Damn, you really went to the dark side, huh? I don't know. I got Kata TS because of Grudge Match. And I had the amazing first experience in Kata TS of being in the Arctic Arena PvPing in a channel with like a bunch of guys, including Walshy. And Walshy meleeed me and went, "This Brodio guy's fucking shit," while I was in the channel with him. That was the first time I ever spoke to Walshy.
That's such a Walshy thing.
It really is.
Oh my god.
I was too
haven't
strong
talked
to be
him
in
in
Grudge Match.
forever. He's funny as hell though. I keep floating.
Yeah, as I said before, I feel like when I started getting involved in stuff, it was just mostly just one person would just for some reason think I had good vibes, and I would just move on to groups. And then once I was in like Pathfinder and I had like that friend group, I think everyone realized, wait, this guy will play anything.
Yeah.
So I just played a bunch of fucking shit and spoke to so many people.
I definitely
And then I made the problem itself worse.
And we welcome you here for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else were the ones? I got
Yes.
Ambition TeamSpeak was that I played a bitextual private game, and after the game, every single person in the game went to the Ambition TeamSpeak, and I was the only one in the game that didn't have it, and I was just sitting there like, oh, okay, goodbye.
I played I played Ambition season. So I was invited to Ambition season 1, but I thought it was a joke, so I didn't play.
Huh.
And then when I played season 2 and season 3, and then Dylan and Tyler left. and for some reason I was blamed for them leaving. So I left. So I was annoyed at that, and I left. And then that's why I wasn't invited again until season 30.
Wow, I never knew that.
Yeah, I just straight up wasn't invited again, and it was for a misunderstanding.
That is very unfortunate.
That's crazy.
And then I was asked to play the last season, but it was like very late on a Sunday, and I had work the next day, so I couldn't play.
You got your gap out of it though, so it's all worth it.
I got my gap, and then Wing beat it, and then Tom Utwet beat it. So
God bless you,
You
Tommy.
held it. You held
But,
it.
I mean-
It's gonna be pretty high. I checked.
it'll be pretty high.
For
Yeah.
today.
I have the
Okay.
longest Iron Man record, so like no one
And
can
I
ever
think
take that from
We
me.
just gotta get Irene.
Mark, mine is infinite though.
Mine is infinite.
Yours is infinite too.
Yeah, mine is infinite. I never took damage.
Same.
Okay,
So
there's
did
multiple
Zerky.
people that have that stat.
Zerky asked me in the pregame of this if we had the ghost type.
I
was
saw
like,
that
"Oh,
Yeah,
didn't
mine
take
is
damage in the
infinite
Nuzlocke
for
season? That's
over
crazy.
3 hours, and I never took damage because it was a Dragon Rush.
What is that in? What round?
That was in Clash of the Underdogs, which is why it's never going to get beaten.
Oh, is that the like one of the most recent seasons that everybody's complaining about?
Yeah, I think it
Oh.
was the most recent season. It was Clash of the Underdogs,
I
and it was
thought
Dragon Rush, and there was no fortress in the Nether, so it took a very, very long time before anyone could enter the end.
I have a question about Clash of the Underdogs. Is it true Miles got kicked for being too good?
I don't think so because I organize it now.
Good.
So unless
You organize it then.
I've only just I'm only organising for the next season,
Yeah,
which
yes.
probably won't ever
I
happen.
think
But,
he got kicked after the season he won.
no, he's still in the group. Yeah,
He is? He
Yeah,
lied
he's
to
still in
me.
there.
What a bitch.
I think the usual rule was that like if people like won a season, then they wouldn't be allowed to play the next season. But he was still in the season afterwards. But after the one that he won, because the Dragon Rush one was after he won. But he's been in
Yeah.
since then.
He's just a filthy liar.
I feel like Miles might have. There's an alternate timeline where Miles was in Phobia a while ago.
I mean, yeah, definitely, because like he was in Orbis.
Yeah,
Pretty much anyone that was in Orbis could have easily been in Phobia.
yeah. I remember we also had we had him on one of our our player votes, and he was doing quite well. But then also at the exact same time was when Miles just went absolutely feral with recorded rounds and would just like delete his footage. So we're like, maybe this is bad time.
Yeah.
That sounds about right. The Inferno.
Yeah.
The Inferno.
He just had this like a period like I never heard of any problems before, but he just had this period of time where he just deleted everything, and I was like, oh, okay, maybe this is a bad idea.
There's an alternate world out there where Shredonia was invited to the first season of Phobia and ends up being an active member of UHC to this day.
Wow.
Next time
Talk
I
about
see
a world we'd like to live in.
Next time I see Shred in Wrestling, I'll ask them if they're.
I remember.
Why are you doing that?
I remember Marky getting really mad because we were doing pranks on the server just like they did on Minecraft. But Marky didn't watch Minecraft, so he didn't know what SMP pranks were. And Shredonia turned all of the grass tiles in Marky's base into wheat. And Marky didn't get it, so he wasn't too happy with it.
Oh no.
That's sad. Dom, what were the votes like, or how did the subs work with Phobia? I remember I was invited as a sub, and I didn't know what that process was like behind the curtain.
All over the fucking place. It was we're a little goofy with the subs. I mean,
Yeah,
for you, it's just
honestly, with
basically had
Phobia, is a lot of it's just like, do we want to add?
Yeah, didn't you guys just kinda
sometimes
pull-
Yeah,
Like, I
sometimes
just
we
kinda got
maintain
at
law
him.
and order. Sometimes we maintain law and order, and we do like a vote, and it's like, okay, we add these people, and then the next people become the subs for the next season.
Right.
And then other times we're just like, I'm vibing with this person; they'll be a sub.
But
It
I have
tends
an
to be
idea
the
for next
case that like
season.
votes are like more of a case of gauging interest,
Right.
but then a lot of it also comes down to like personal opinion of organisers.
Yeah,
Which I think is a
like that
good way of
approach.
doing it.
That's
Mhm.
like ask your players, like give them a list of people and get their opinions on those players
Right.
and see who
'Cause the
they would
thing
want out
is-
of those players, and then like just decide yourself based like using that as like a frame of reference.
Yeah, because the thing is,
Yeah.
a lot of the time you get people who get voted on that aren't going to be active.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
You don't even know if they're interested.
I swear, the season 23 vote that added Griffin and Firefox Vulpix, it's gonna pay off. One season, I swear.
Surely.
That's true. It hasn't
I
shown
got them
its
both.
work.
I mean, I
Um,
thought of saying like
at the
if
very
like
least.
Zarky couldn't play this season, then like Fire could have easily slotted into that team.
But the rehaul batch that you guys did
Fire
for season
just had,
19,
by the
I thought
time he
was
noticed.
really good. I mean, season 19 had so many newcomers that I feel like they're still pretty
This guy
active.
might be a little biased.
True.
Season 19 was
A
like
little
really
biased,
interesting because there's
but-
like a lot of newcomers that I wouldn't have like ever really considered.
Right. Not only that, but I just mean you also had a lot of newcomers. Period. Whether I was
Yeah.
on that list or not, I think it's one of the seasons in recent history that had the most new people play. Like it was a real rehaul from 18 onward.
My
It's
season was a little
Yeah, it's
flawed.
one of
Let's
the-
go, Brody.
it's one of
18
those.
had
It's
an
one-
elite set of 3 newcomers.
Absolutely.
Definitely
It's
did.
just-
Yeah.
The
Oh,
motive
you're
behind a
here,
lot
no
of the motive behind a lot of the Phobia roster thing is, I want it to be a very diverse group, and it's
Yeah.
kind of like, but it's also kind of like a, I guess you would call it like a personal mission, not just like personal to me, but like for me and Jamie as well, to try and see like how broad we can make it and still kind of make like a cohesive group that's just made up of so many different people.
Mm-hmm.
It's
That's
like our own little. It's like our own little. It's our own little creation of like a group, like our own
Right.
direction of a crazy ass group.
And you won't add "Oh, Steven"? Like, what are you doing?
That's actually. Really
Oh, Steven is actually MPMG.
Oh my god!
You said that. You said that, and I believed you. I was like, wow.
Give me in a voice call with O Steven, and we'll see what happens.
Is that a threat?
Yeah, that is a threat. O
Okay, I'm just
Steven is either
checking.
coming out of that Call of Phobia member or dead.
Holy moly.
I hope he's like a mega fan, and when he saw that happen, he like freaked the fuck out.
Oh my god, Phobia is happening!
Yeah, it's like, I've spoken to people like outside the group as well, like just be like, hey, are there any is there any groups that you feel like aren't represented well in Phobia? And if there is groups like that, who do you think would fit best
Yeah,
from those?
Oblock.
Oh, block. I was just gonna say that. That's crazy.
Like I think I
Well-
was genuinely once in a call with I was with Brodator, Firm, I was like Ben IDK and Djo, and I was
Wow.
like, guys,
Best group of
Be
people
real.
ever.
Phobia?
I was like, guys, be real. What public game player would make them be the most would make the most sense in Phobia?
Building Bard.
This was pre-building Bard.
Oh, dang. All of UHC history is separated into
Bard era.
pre-building Bard and
Do you
post-building
have any
Bard.
of the rats? How many rats
we?
do you have?
Oh, you should wiggle some more rats in.
We have
We have me. We have Flop.
I,
Yeah, I
and
think when you guys
Ghost.
were adding me, you looked at the Phobia roster and you said, we really need somebody else from Pathfinder in here. Can we get
Yeah.
more
Well, I
Pathfinder
think it's really
representation?"
interesting that every time we look at people to add, there's always a different group where we say there's maybe too many people from this recorded round,
Right.
but then the next season we're like, okay, there's too many people from this round,
Yeah.
and it always changes. Like the most recent one was Agency, but like
Yeah.
before then it was like Pathfinder. At one point it was WMC. At one point it was Ambition.
Who was the
So it
last
constantly changes.
Australian person you added?
XE.
Actually,
Oh shit, yeah, today. Fuck.
Yeah. I still remember. I still remember
Good
once
job.
asking the newcomer channel. I was like
And
anyone have
Jared's
any
a
groups you think are
newcomer.
underrepresented, and people said
Hopefully
Australians.
someday.
We're cashing in on that. But no, agency is like a big one right now, which is why I feel so bad that everyone keeps suggesting Kevin.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's like I would love Kevin to be in here,
I-
but every time I check overlaps to see what rounds of most people from Phobia have played, it's always just a huge amount of agency.
Agency is also just so.
I just
fucking
need
big.
to.
I've
I just need
noticed
to
this
make
with
another
both
deal
of my
with
rounds.
Jamie.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
it's
got
just
more
like-
deals.
I don't know.
Oh, we got newcomers play as well, so Jamie might actually do a
Wait,
deal on.
Neither of the players from me and Jamie's deal actually have played this season.
That means you should ask for another
It was
person.
Brent and who?
It was Kidfo and Brent. My part of the deal was Kidfo because we played some Survivors together, and Jamie's part of the deal was Brent.
Give
so
so
they
a
were both
reason. Let me
at-
check.
I
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
Crossover, man.
Kidvo said
My
he couldn't
idea.
make it, but he also
You go
he
to
also
the
he also said he's got a new computer though. So
I really hope he can play again. His death in his first season, the flying one, is like one of the best Phobia
So good.
moments of the
Oh,
past
it's
few
so
seasons.
funny.
That was
sad.
so funny.
It's
You got
so
killed
sad,
by a
so
door.
funny.
By a door.
I keep wanting to make, and this is something I've said for like at least half of Phobia's lifespan. It's like I really want to make like a top 50 Phobia moments, similar
Yeah.
to the videos that Burning used to make,
hmm
where it was the top 10s. But I just can't find the time to actually do that, and I can't find like a decent voting system for it that actually considers both my opinions of the group, and then public opinions as well, and factors all of that in. And I feel like the more seasons that we put out, the more difficult it is to actually make that.
I mean, you
Oh,
could
yeah,
just do
for
like
sure.
top moments per each season instead of trying to do one thing. that
Yeah, I
encompasses
could
it all.
easily. Well, the thing is, like, there's like several seasons where I can easily pick out like 5 top moments, and then there's also seasons that are really good. Like season 6 is a really good season,
Yeah.
but I don't know if I could pick out a specific top 5 moments from it because
Mm.
it's more that season's
The
good
whole
for its
season is just good.
specific
Good arc.
fights. Yeah,
Yeah.
and then there's seasons like season 7 where I'm like,
Can you get
yeah, we
three
can just
moments?
ignore that. We can just ignore that happened. I mean, they had these are not my blocks, and that's pretty much it.
Sorry, in which season?
Season 7.
Season 7. Season 7. I
About
just
the
felt like
Lorna
watching
falling
season
off a
7.
cliff.
Nobody was having fun that season. Season 7.
No,
I've
but
heard
it was
that.
like it was a case of like there was like, and it's not even as big as a delay as there is between recorded rounds nowadays. But
I
there was
know,
such
I
a
remember.
big delay at the time. Plus,
Oh,
we'd
yeah.
scrapped the original season 7, which was Barophobia. So it was a
Right.
kind of a case of like, if we scrap this again,
Yeah.
people might kind of lose faith within Phobia and kind of start leaving the round, and we don't really want that. So we just need to like put this out, and then
I
we can move on to the next
still-
season.
Vividly remember the comment of someone saying, like, I could have birthed a child in this time since Phobia last came
Oh
out.
my god.
Yeah, and it
9
literally
months.
it literally was that amount of time, and it's like it takes
You look
that
now
amount
at,
of time
like,
for recorded rounds to come out now anyway.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
so
The gap
Normally,
between
yeah.
Newton 16 and 17.
When I played Ambition, I was
Oh.
talking to Koki about how there was that one season, I want to say it was season 8, the FFA one. It took them 4 tries to get a take that they could release. Like 4 tries is
There's a lot of
ridiculous.
events.
Wait, isn't that the
Oh,
one that
man.
like Zenith won?
Yeah.
They kept that.
And then,
Yeah.
yeah, that's the one that they kept.
I think it's because they'd already. Well, it was they'd redone it. They had one where they had to cancel it like immediately into the season, I think, and they had 2 redos. One because someone was in God mode, and one because Edvin had 54 levels.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, I
I
forgot
think a
about
few
that.
of you were there. The way
Yeah.
that Nuzlocke 8 did not get redone after that first couple episodes is insane.
It
What
is.
one was
I
wild.
was so ready to get that redone.
Absolutely.
I
was
lost
just
half my
crazy
footage
that
because
it's
I just
done.
didn't know what was real
Wait,
footage
what's
by
the
the end of the
story here?
season.
Was that the
So-
team? Was that the one I teamed with Wrecker?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so. It was.
yeah.
Okay, I mean,
Episode
I'll
one.
happily have taken
Yeah.
like that actually getting released because I got 2 kills in that season, and that was when I first came back to playing.
No,
So
it
that was big for me.
It was a great season for me.
I mean, like all of the. Big,
Those
I mean,
first
like I
two
didn't even have
episodes-
footage for it because of the issues.
The first 2 episodes, basically, we start the game, and like I'd say roughly 10 minutes in, like I think it was that something with one of the game modes wasn't working. And to fix it, they decided to switch to another server.
Oh my
So
So we
god.
go back
Yeah.
to another server, restart the game, play I think maybe a full episode or a good chunk of an episode in that world, and then we find out that the server is too laggy. So then they
Oh.
fix the game mode for the original server, so we go back and restart where we left off on the original take of episode
Yeah.
1, and we just played from there.
That
And then I
got
cheated.
It's so weird. I think there was like a slight rollback on it too, but
Yeah.
it was so,
I
weird.
I cheated in that
Oh no.
accidentally. I
So
creeper dropped on my head and I accidentally hit a hotkey that like tabbed me out, and I thought I'd lagged, but it was because I was tabbing myself out and didn't
oh no
realize it.
way.
Like I think it like opened a pop up or something that like basically made me look. I thought I lagged, and so I died to the creeper, and it was like, "Can I get respawned?" I lagged out, and they were like, "Yeah, okay," because of all the fuckery that had gone on.
Oh my god.
And then I
one of my-
realized later I hit that hotkey again at another point in like a scrapped Nat 20 season and died in the exact same way. And I was like, "Oh, it's just the hotkey that I didn't know I had set up. Whoops!
That's
Definitely did
crazy.
not deserve to be respawned in Nuzlocke."
I cheated accidentally in a round recently. So I got spec spoiled, and I almost killed the best player in the game because of it.
Oh my god.
It was building bards around,
Oh, let's go.
and I
Which
almost
one?
killed Fairm because of it.
Was it I Feel Targeted? That's so awesome.
No, it wasn't.
Soulbound,
It
right?
was Soulbound. Yeah, my teammate and someone else who was in the game that had just joined our channel spoiled to me that I was being dug to by Fairm, and then
wow.
I turned round and almost killed Fairm because of it in a bullfight.
Oh my
Crazy.
god.
This is why spec spoiling should always be allowed.
Specs
By the way,
kinda-
by the way, I
yeah.
just went to check for out of curiosity. That gap between Phobia seasons where everyone was convinced that Phobia was dead because of how long it had been was the third largest gap we've had between seasons.
Wait, what's the number one?
To be fair, they're all in a very similar range.
I feel like one's
Um,
right now.
Actually, one would be actually right now, I think. So probably
I think
fourth,
like-
actually.
It's been like 9 months already since 24 released, right?
Has it? Wow.
wow.
Okay, it's been 210 days since.
I'd say like
Last
8
year,
months, maybe.
Yeah.
Yes, actually, it'll end up pushing it to fourth.
What
But,
I remember being shocked, we recorded 22, 23, and 24 like really in close succession.
did.
Yeah, I would love to do that again. Honestly,
yeah,
Yeah.
it's
I
just,
mean,
it's just
it's-
getting like all the different components sorted, like art and intros, and it just
Right.
all takes a lot of time.
yeah.
Right, so taking a breather makes a ton of
Like
sense.
I would love to go back to like the days of season 1 where it took like a week for us to have the intro done, a trailer done,
Mhm.
and upload.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a good period at the end there where we'd organized like so much. We were getting ready for season 25, and I was just like, I had gotten pretty burnt out from the game, and then Jamie was also busy. So he was just like, chill for now. We'll delay it. We'll do it again when we're doing better. And then, well, here we are now.
Do we?
Admittedly, I'm probably feel worse about the game than I ever have. So the waiting didn't work in that regard. But I'm glad. I'm very happy we managed to get the season done in this way, and it turned out to be.
And it was
fucking
a
insane.
Do we? And you
There's
can post
some-
this in organizers chat if it's not something to be made public. But do we still have plans to add another organizer? Because I know when I was last in the organizers chat that was something that's been talked about.
Yeah, I'm.
Not for logic.
What? Why?
I'm not sure anymore. Honestly, like
What? Didn't you make like an announcement about that? We're potentially looking for an
did, yeah,
order.
but I felt.
I think it would be helpful just for
I
like having
suggest
someone to
being a helper,
boost
but I
stuff.
wouldn't be.
Well,
able to
I mean,
That's all. That's really all we would need is like a helper, because like that's like something that, like if I had more time, that's like a role I would probably.
I have nothing.
That's
to
what
say.
I- it's
What I
just
was
getting
what,
stuff done.
what I've thought about it is more. It's like I feel like in terms of the workload, like I think in terms of workload, me and Jamie can handle it now. Like I think
Yeah.
we're fine. It's just also it's a case of like, is it just someone we should be like? Is it someone or a group that we should get like feedback from and opinions?
The Phobia
Having
Council.
like even like a phobia like feedback, and there's probably a better name for it, like
Story
feedback
council.
group
The
or something like that.
council.
The
That's
Phobia
where, like,
Council.
Like the first season, the very very first season that I organized by myself was season 9, and that was a season where like I would reach out to people specifically in the group that I thought were like had been like active members of the group, and I valued their input and said to them like, hey, what would you feel about this? What would you feel if I added these people or I did this with the game mode? And I feel like having just like a group, because we've done something similar with contests before, where we've had a specific group for contests.
Yeah,
I think having something similar where we just have people that have been in Phobia for a while that or even just been in recorded rounds for a while doesn't even need to necessarily be Phobia, but people whose input is widely like good between recorded rounds that we can actually like speak to.
Everybody in the
Send
channel
us
right
any
now.
ideas.
This is the Phobia
And all for
Council.
logic.
All 10 of us.
Oh,
What's
yeah.
wrong with me? Yeah, as soon as Majora did, we found our 10th member. We got it.
Fruit Logic's input extend meetup by 3 more episodes.
Please.
So,
I'm
so Fruit's an
sorry.
important member of the council. I create a game mode and I ask him how he can abuse it.
When have I done that? I didn't even get to play season 24, dude.
How would you abuse season 24?
Probably have a notch apple in the season with no apples.
Yeah, that's what
Just simply find an
no, that was a
HSC.
totem actually.
Totem's pretty good from that one. Pretty
I
good.
don't like totems.
What'd you guys
Yeah,
do if like Timon Schulte joined in 5
I
minutes?
asked Tim and Schulte. Let me see.
And?
When was my last message?
I'll
to
probably
Tim and
DM
Schulte?
him
No, why didn't
soon.
he play?
I'll ask him
Tim and
how
Schulte,
he.
Tim and Schulte is one of my best UHC friends ever. My last message to him was 30th of December. Timon, no idea if you still come on here, but how are you doing? No response.
That's
And
sad.
before that, I asked him about whatever Phobia season was being played in the 14th of March 2022. Wish teams of 3 amplify. Okay, that was season 21. No
the last
response.
time
I sent him his art for whatever season he got his art for, which is season 19.
Yes.
No
Oh
response.
my god.
The last time I
Yeah.
messaged him on was I sent him the date vote for season 17.
What do you
Yeah,
say?
I've messaged him a few
Wait,
times
you-
before that, and like Timon was like the person I used to team. Outside of Dylan, Timon was probably the second person I used to team with the most in UHCs, and I've not heard anything from him.
Did you just say that season 21 was recorded almost 2 years ago to this day?
Yes,
That's,
Oh,
ooh.
That's pretty
which is
crazy.
insane.
Oh,
I don't like
man.
the constant flow of time, man.
It sucks.
Oh, and it's been that long since you failed to carry me in market.
I know. At least we made another.
We've played like 4 rounds since then, and you've still not carried me to a win.
Yes.
I did
Oh,
get Marky though.
you know what's one thing
You got Marky a win, but you still didn't get me one.
I know.
I've got no
halfway.
no expectations of this. So the one thing I'm interested in seeing how it goes is not the returners for the celebration season. It's the returners who are late for the celebration season, so they just play the next one.
Mhm.
Well, that's the thing that I said. Like,
22.
I said to people, people who I messaged that said they couldn't play. I said to them like, okay, well, as long as you play a season this year, you still kind of make the 10-year anniversary.
That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah. We'll try to rope some of them in.
Yeah, we're like for TTE, we realized that we just are missing it, so we're just gonna celebrate it later in the year.
That's fair.
That was the one thing. Was like I
We're
did
gonna
not
get-
want to miss the Phobia 10-year anniversary. I would have
Yeah,
been really.
you were in my DMs fairly frequently about.
Yes,
what the
I
plans
would have
were.
been very, very upset if a Phobia 10-year anniversary did not happen.
Yeah,
That's why I
it's-
played. It was
we-
a big deal, you know.
Yeah, it's.
10 years.
I wanted to, we wanted to make sure the timing was good, and also we were wanting to do it late December and like early January, do the planning and stuff, and get it played by sometime around then. I just couldn't do anything while I had other people living in my flat.
That's
But then
fair.
once that was over, I was like, yeah, fuck it, we're going crazy.
Well, I'm very happy that we're still here and that Phobia is still trucking. Strong.
Hell yeah,
And it will
It's
continue to do
25
this.
years. 25
25
years.
5 years, 10 seasons,
There was,
25 years.
Yeah.
There was I don't know how much I can say about it because the person hasn't I don't know how public it is, but somebody's doing like a documentary on Phobia.
Ooh.
Yo, what?
Wait,
I feel
Tom,
like
do you
those
not know about
Rocket-
this?
When were you
think
planning on telling me
Rocket's-
about this?
I feel like Rocket DM'd me about that because he wanted like feedback or like.
Yeah, it's okay. I wasn't going to say it
Okay.
was because I didn't know how much, but yeah, it was Rocket. Yeah, because
sorry,
I've
I
already
don't
done. I mean, it's been said now, but I already done an interview for it halfway through last year. I messaged-
What?
I mean, he might come to you about it sometime because I messaged him like quite recently about it.
I'm realizing he just asked me for permission because he said he thought I mentioned something along the lines of that.
Yeah, but the two of us done an interview about it, but I lost track of what I was even talking about now.
Interview.
Yeah, I know interview, but I don't remember what prompted me to talk about that interview.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I don't either.
Phobia documentary.
I'm a little bit.
10
Yeah, but
years?
what came before
Celebration?
Phobia documentary?
Oh, I don't know, man.
Celebration 10 years. Phobia is still running. We're going to be
25
alive for like another 15 million
Yeah,
years.
no, yeah, okay, yeah. I
love
was
of
saying like
filmmaking.
I was saying like in the documentary, like it was like a case of even if all the other organizers dropped from Phobia, it was something that I would, even if I wasn't completely able to be completely active, I would pick it back up. And do as best as I can with it. And it was basically a case of like Phobia would keep going as long as UHC as a thing. even if all the other organisers were to drop interest on it, I would like come back and I would pick it back up. It's not something that I would let die in a million years.
Yeah, for me, I felt like in recent times, as I said, I think the last month or so is probably the lowest I've ever felt about UHC ever, to the point that I have been genuinely considering a soft retirement from playing rounds.
Oh, keep playing.
But like doing all the Phobia organization, even before we played the season and it was a fucking banger, doing all of the organization stuff for Phobia felt so good to do that I was like, I just want to, even if I wasn't playing rounds anymore, I'd be like, I do want to keep doing this.
Yeah, because like even when I'm not like that active in UHC, like Phobia is still one thing that I would like. I'd want to keep going because it is like such a source of pride for me, and it's something that like literally my career is something that stemmed from organizing Phobia, and it's something that I tell people like in work even that like this is like how I got into this is because of the thing that I created online.
Phobia is a banger.
It's inspirational. Yeah, it is. Just ignore some of the whack shit we did before. Just look at all the good stuff we did now.
Yeah, ignore Toxophobia.
Ignore Toxophobia. Ignore that.
No,
ignore
Toxophobia
like season 15, 16.
Toxophobia is in 15, 16.
Those were rough seasons.
Honestly, season 16 is like me and Jamie's Toxophobia.
Yeah.
Well, what was season 16?
I think that was the season where I stepped back in.
Yeah, you were like,
right at the end of that.
what the fuck are you guys
Don't
doing?
ignore season
Yeah, because it was like the
18,
game
that's a
mode,
banger.
like the game mode was like a couple of different things, and then it changed, and it changed, and then it changed, and I was like, I'll come back for season 17. I'll spectate season 16 as best I can, and by best I can, I mean I don't have a computer, but I can spectate on my phone, and I'll come back in for season 17.
Yeah.
Yeah,
which I think season 17 was like a good return to form.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I think the main thing was you gave us the reins, and we kind of still had direction from your original plan. So like we were still kind of trucking along with there. We had the solid plan. But then
there was like a solid like thing that I wanted to keep going, which was like the sort of like mirror of the first 7 seasons, and then the following 7 seasons. Like we're always planned to be sort of a mirror of each other.
Yeah. So when you handed the reins over, we had like 2 seasons pretty much planned out, like fully. You had planned out beforehand, and then like season 15 was just come up with a celebration. That's not too challenging. But then season 16 was like really when it started to we were trying to like expand on your original vision, and it
did fit into the vision that I had, which was like a sort of like we do this sort of like mirror 7 seasons, and then we do a sort of like this is the new Phobia, and it was going to be like that like this was going to be like a sort of refresh, and it was that, but it also kind of wasn't at the same time.
Yeah, we tried. We tried some stuff out. The game mode was cool, but not very fitting.
I think most of the problem was people just didn't want to sign up for the version.
Yeah, and then the roster was just immaculate.
Yeah, I hope I'm a Creative Cat and the Cluesman will one day play another season.
Cluesman reached out to me on Twitter once to say, "Hey, you might be able to reach me through Twitter." I haven't heard from him since. Julian is actually responsive every season. Julian does respond every season to be like, "I can't make this, and I'm really mad that I can't make it." It's like Julian. Julian is like I give Julian a pass because they genuinely have a really difficult time making weekends, and they seem really enthusiastic about actually playing one day.
We need a weekday
season.
season.
is a mystery.
Next season's on a Tuesday.
If people voted for the Friday dates, Julian would be there.
Come on, guys.
The thing with Friday dates is that most Fridays I don't get home until very late.
Oh. Okay, I guess we're doing Tuesday dates then.
Yep.
The thing about Tuesday dates is that most Tuesdays I don't go home until very late.
Are you going to say that for every weekday?
The thing about Wednesday dates is that I don't get home until very late.
I see.
You gotta bring the laptop to work, dude. It's the only way.
Yeah, I have to I mean, like with decent enough advance, I can make a late day on a weekday, but I probably would have to take the following day off of work because I have to leave like really early to get to work.
Yeah,
Which is
I
the same reason why I don't play Sunday.
yeah. I feel like that's
are really late.
I feel like that's the reason that like a weekday would never work. It's just because people's existing schedules, and on a weekend you can find times like again like
Yeah.
for, like 10 p.m. for like this one. That's a time that is maybe not perfect for all regions, but it works for all regions. Quotation marks.
Yeah, I've been trying to get Thursdays going and Party of One.
Yeah, that
And it was
exist for
surprisingly
weekday.
receptive was the problem.
Well, because one of them was like the impromptu, and he like literally organized it within an hour of it happening or something, like 4 hours, and I think that was on a Thursday.
I am gonna dip out, team. Thanks again for hosting this season. It was a
Thank
banger.
you for
Thanks for
playing. Thank you
playing.
for
Awesome.
sticking around for so long.
Yeah, it's fun. Good chats.
Good chats.
Alright. Bye, team.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah, same
follow
here,
suit
guys.
because we need to go.
I wonder
so-
what they're going to do.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
I was
actually
wondering.
going
I was
to go and
wondering.
I wasn't
I wonder
going
if they
to,
need
no,
someone
that's not what
else.
I was doing. I was going to have a shower, but
I was genuinely curious. if you guys
I
were gonna
respect
dip.
that. That's where I went.
I was
But no,
like,
I'm
yeah,
gonna go.
I'm
I'm gonna
gonna-
go
I'm-
start getting people to join the actual Nude on Discord.
Yeah, I'll see you guys
Okay,
there.
I'll be there in a few minutes.
Yeah.
I'll be there.
Yeah, that's no stress, no rush.
See you soon.
Logging on right now.
Do you think they'll let us in, Mark? Do you think we made our case enough?
No, not at all.
You guys could like come with me. I won't tell them. It's fine.
Ooh.
Yeah, can we guys smuggle you in? Like, just get like.
Yeah, can you like code Discord?
Wait, it's-
to,
hold on,
like,
it's
allow us in
FFA.
without saying anything?
It's FFA, so just every episode have someone different play on your account.
True.
God, you wanna do that?
At this time, I would play an FFA. I probably just would do post commentary.
I'm also gonna head out too, though, guys. Thanks for the chats and thanks for
the
a great
chatters.
season today. So much fun.
Thank you
Have a
for
great night.
playing.
Thanks for playing.
Of course, take care.
I should probably go to bed soon.
You're not playing New Dawn?
No, I'm not playing New Dawn. I'm
Me
actually
neither.
like I was actually like exhausted like 2 hours ago.
Yeah, no, I was as well.
Oh yeah, I've been recording this whole time. I've been recording for over 4 hours.
Oh no, everything I said.
Yeah.
All the anti-Semitic remarks.
Oh yeah, specifically those. I'm actually gonna bump the volume on those when I upload this.
All right, I just want to say hi because I saw that you guys are still in Discord hours after the fact. Just
Yeah,
so
this
we
is.
can
I
talk.
finally have an excuse to leave now that everyone's
We're having
leaving.
real gamer hours.
Thank you for playing. That was a lot of fun.
Thank you for
Thank
playing.
you
I appreciate
very
you
much
showing
for
up.
playing. It was really good to have you.
Great.
Hopefully see you in future seasons. Maybe.
Oh, yeah, why not?
Possible.
No, this is the 25th year, so I'll show up for the 50th year as well.
Yeah, we need to team Majora. When was the last time we teamed?
I don't think we've ever teamed, honestly.
We've never teamed exactly. We need
There's
to
been a
team.
couple people that I'm surprised I've never teamed with.
Make a list. I'll get some
I don't think I've ever
reservations.
teamed with you, Chasmic.
That's true. I can't imagine like where the hell we would have teamed.
I don't think
We'll
were
get a
playing
big
around
team
together at the same
season.
time.
Big team season next season. We'll
all
knock
three of
out
us.
quite a few of them out.
Yeah.
All right, bye bye. Have a good night.
Yeah. Good night. God, you were.
And then there were 5,
Yeah.
4. Collins made.
I've been
Perhaps.
trying to leave for so long, but I just don't want to.
You know,
Yeah,
I'll
I've been
do.
meaning-
I have that effect on people who just don't want to leave me.
I'll do you all a favor. I'm probably gonna go to bed now.
Okay.
Incredible.
I'm still awake.
Oh no. Are you really holding out for the Dudon invite?
I'm really holding out for the news on it.
Dude, I was kind of like, considering. I was like, these people don't even know who I am. I'm just sorry. I just started saying I want to join because Mark did.
I've asked before, but it was like several seasons ago.
I remember Colin was like live streaming a private game, and I was like, hey, if they need one, just let them know I'm available. And he's like, I
I'll
got you.
send BJ a winky face.
That'll have to work.
That'll get them.
Yeah, I think I don't know, sometime in like the next week or so, I think I might see about assembling the council.
Yeah.
We'll see how that goes.
The Council of Phobias. We get to make a new role for that as well.
Oh, let's go.
No, it has to be secret
I'll
council.
ask you now, Mark, because I know you have a little bit of you have weird feelings about being an organizer right now. Would you rather be in the org channel or the council?
Pick one.
Can I
I'll be
just
fair,
be,
if you picked org, you'd also be in the council, but
org then, so I can be in both channels.
okay, cool.
Can I have
But
that too?
I still don't know how I am about like being like promoted as an organizer.
That's okay. Well, yeah, we'll see how things in the future.
It literally is just a case of me like I'll do things where I'm available to do things.
Yeah. I'm just gonna be openly transparent. I will be crediting you as an organizer for this season because I feel like you did a lot. It's the 10th anniversary. You did a lot for us for this season. I feel it's fair to get credit for this one.
Yeah.
Take the 10th anniversary one as a treat.
Yeah. Okay.
You're like the what is it called? Like the MC of ceremonies or whatever, something like that. That was you.
MC gamer of.
Yeah, you're the MC gamer.
Lapis lazuli.
Yeah, you're our orange wool.
You killed Anderzel for us.
You went apeshit in the VR headset.
La 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 la.
I'm trying to remember anything else I know about MC Gamer. It's not that much.
I just remember him winning season 6 of.
He was on the Cobble Haters team.
Oh, he was on Cobble Haters.
He won. No, he won that season. Yeah, the Dragon Rush season that they done for season 20. It was him, Packrat, Nebris, and someone else.
Can we get Blame the controller in this round?
Oh, that would be amazing.
Yeah, I think a lot of people here will be very receptive to Blame the controller and his opinions.
Oh, that's okay. See, when I said someone else, I actually did forget who it was, but I'm glad I did forget who it was.
Yeah. Oh, was it BTC? I had no idea. I just figured.
BTC got me into Minecraft, so personally, I'd be in favor.
Can we get Etho in here, like on the real? Like we got Beef. He's cool with Etho.
Beef is probably as far as we would get.
Like Beef is one thing, but like Etho, like if I was ever in a Discord with Etho, I would probably just die.
There was a point where Badge was kind of active within UHC, but I think that time has passed. I did try and reach out to this isn't Minecraft, but I tried reaching out to Nestor to see if he was interested in playing as a guest this season, and he said he's just not into playing more UHC at this point. I also tried a Hail Mary at the best ginger.
Oh my god.
And he was kind of rude in his response.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was like, let me bring it up. It was on Twitter.
He's like, you killed me in UHC 10, don't ever talk to me again.
Jake. Hey, sup? Would you consider playing Phobia 10-year anniversary season? Sorry, no, I wasn't even in it in the first place either. Lol.
Ooh.
And I said, life ruined. Neither was X and Storio, but he was also asked. And then no response.
Ooh.
Oh, tragic.
And that was the end of it.
I've said this before, but like one person who I would like hands down love to play Phobia, who isn't even like a UHC person, would be fucking Jack Patillo from Rooster Teeth.
Why Jack specifically?
I feel like of the Achievement Hunter gang, he's got like the perfect vibes. I love the other ones. I worry would be a little too silly, but I feel like Jack's got like that right amount of like serious that he could like actually mesh with people.
Is Achievement Hunter even like a thing right now?
No, Achievement Hunter's dead as dicks.
Oh, dude, I see what you did there. That was what Jeff said all the time.
Yeah. But Jack still is at Rooster Teeth doing like he's doing like he does live stream stuff for like Inside Gaming, and I tune in like he streams Minecraft every now and again. He's chilling out. I'm like, yeah.
I wonder if we could get Snake Snag as a guest.
He was a really hard no for like UHC 10.
Yeah, and I think also for whenever Ambitions asked him as well.
Yeah, from what I can tell, I think he's pretty happy to leave UHC behind.
Yeah.
Fair.
Like I think he's still like open to like other UHC stuff with like big creators, but he's like not like Reddit UHC is like no.
We just need to become big creators then.
Yeah. We make Phobia the next hit Minecraft trend.
You just have to make it
are perfect
into a horror game.
Yeah, I'm amazed the Phasmophobia season didn't pop off.
Everyone loves watching recorded round episodes.
Well, the problem is, you could definitely make UHC into like a YouTube thing. It's just because we're grounded in Reddit and the Reddit community. There's no way we'd get a full roster of people who would want to do like highlighted POVs and such.
Yeah.
Hell, we can't get a full roster of people who upload publicly.
Yeah.
It'd just be impossible to actually turn this group into like a YouTube one without like actually gutting the roster. And at that point, I'd be like, what's the point?
Yeah, it would be something you'd have to specifically build the roster for.
Yeah, and I think doing it to Phobia would just be very blatantly gutting the Phobia roster to make something that would be, popular.
We need to become a business. It worked for Minecraft. It'll work for us.
It did work for Minecraft. That's true. Positives, you lose generic B. Negatives, you lose etho.
Oh, it's not worth it. I take it back.
But if we're not a business now, maybe we can get ethos still.
That's
true.
Oh, dude.
That's so true.
And then we turn it into a business, but don't tell him.
Yeah.
Dude, Ethos the goat, of Minecraft.
He's the goat.
There's literally no one else. Except for me when I killed my Kale today. That was probably, probably shot me up the rankings a little bit. But other than that...
I still see it, though.
Really? Dude, that frag was crazy. He was on 63, I checked. I was on half a heart.
Yeah, but I killed Winger. So I move up in the rankings.
I killed Skylord again. The first time I killed Skylord, he left the org team. Do you think he's just gonna leave the Discord now?
Maybe. I mean, we gave Skylord the all-star Skylord team.
Yeah, I mean that was the team that I said literally in the organizers chat. Is that team too good?
It's
Almost.
yeah. I think it was fine in the end because I think Skylord I think was playing to a little bit of a detriment, and it ended up fine because the group just fucking died.
Yeah, but they didn't take any fights. It was so sad.
I mean, that
logic. You were hiding behind.
I had 32% health. I couldn't take a fight. I would just die.
Also, want to put it, most of them that time at meetup that you guys were hiding, Skylord and Kubislav were chasing Colin.
Yeah, they should not have been doing that.
They were they were we gotta get rid of him. They know the Colin solo buff.
I mean, I guess that's fair, but it's also I don't know. I guess the other two teams could have fought each other, but then I don't know why those three teams just were not fighting each other.
I mean, think about if you were in that position. Would you rather fight solo Cold Bacon when you had stuff to fight him, or when you were both clutching?
I need to clutch up against him. I need to prove my stuff.
I don't think you're beating the Clutch King.
Just give me a chance.
I think it made sense in that situation that they were we just get Colin the fuck out of the game.
I mean, it makes sense, but it also just was scary for the game because they were both on 90, 80 something, and I think they still had healing. I don't think they were out of healing until they killed the whole blue team, and at that point I thought it was just they were gonna win.
I had faith in my team the whole way through. No, genuinely, after I died, I looked at all of the teams and I thought, I think if my team plays as smart, I think that they can win this.
Yeah, I think me and Jared would have won if
there was a point in the game where I was worried that your team would win.
If I killed Kuba, we win because Kuba doesn't kill Jared, and then me and him can 2v1 Haven hand. I just couldn't hit the last shot.
But I think that obviously it's my team, so I'm biased here, but I think that my team, in terms of story, wise for it being the 10th anniversary, I think my team winning was kind of the best case scenario.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting because me, Jared, and Torn are all really newcomers to Phobia, and then Skylar, Kuba, and Deep are from the middle, and then I guess Sugar didn't play early seasons, but he's a really OG community member, and then you and Dylan
and
created.
Plus we also had the two creators of the round on that team as well.
Yeah, I think it was a really cool final 3 teams left.
Plus, it gave me the redemption for the original Cryophobia, where I came so close to winning, and it gives Daniel the redemption for season 21, where he was really close to winning as well.
Mm-hmm. Honestly,
And plus,
like, looking...
after like 12 years of Dylan and I playing so many games together and having bad luck in all of them, and like playing a few rounds together, like we've never won a recorded round together either.
Oh wow, really?
Damn.
Like we had there was a scrapped round that we came very, very close to winning, where I top fragged in, and it was a sky high round called Chucha Night, and I got cleaned up in the very last fight. So that was like the closest that we ever came to winning a recorded round together.
Yeah, I mean, like thinking about how the season ended up going, like the teams that like ranked highly for me, like for terms of like wanting them to win. I think with how the game played out, your team is probably the one that I'm the happiest. I wanted to win the most, and I'm pretty happy that they did end up winning.
I think we had a very low chance going into it. Like I mean, I said like at the start of the game, like I think we were like a good like kind of all rounder team, but I didn't think we had like a the original like team that I told Dylan and I told Mako was probably might happen was the Shut Up Brick Hate Club 2.0, which would actually include Shut Up Brick. And then once I actually looked at the stats and like how well that team would be, I was like, okay, maybe that team actually is like stats wise, that team might actually be too good, because I think it would have been the highest team.
Yeah, for sure. Like that team, I think was already like fairly decent, but if you subbed out Haven Hand for Michael, that might have been very rough.
Yeah. I was about to say, you guys like were a round team, but not really a scary team, which is like the best kind of team in my opinion. To like, because then it's like you're not so afraid of like one person just killing you, and it's also not like, oh, somebody on this team is an easy frag. So it's like,
I think in terms of like my next pick for like winners, probably would have been Colin's team, just because of the lake antics, and then the Colin clutch at the end. You can't go wrong with that.
True.
Classic. Third, genuinely Jake's team. Like if they pulled off the snowball to the end and just went crazy with it, like huge kudos to them. They went fucking crazy in the pre-meetup. So like if they just continued that momentum to the end, I would have been like, oh, more power to you.
were they like fights, or were they like just picking people off?
Fights, like actual fights.
But they were, like, just gaining what they had back based on what I could tell.
Last place Fruit Logic team.
I mean, the next team after that is probably Skylord's team, because they were, they had a lot of good stuff going on, and like every team after that, it's just kind of
Fruit Logic would have. How many?
Sure.
Would Fruit Logic have tied Marky for the most Phobia wins?
What?
Let's see. Would he? Like how many?
Me or Skylord?
Skylord.
I was about to say.
Like how many wins does Skylord have?
The two FFAs and
two FFAs. Okay, yeah, he would have tied Marky for the most wins if he'd won this season.
Hey Dom, I can't help but notice that me as a solo was not on your list at any point. That's kind of fucked up.
Of the amalgamation of teams that would have won from that, our team is pretty low because I don't want Katie winning.
Fair.
Yes.
We could have been a team of 5, and the other 3 people were like, I don't know, Existorio, Jack Patillo, and God, and I still would have wanted that team to lose if it had Katie on it.
Jesus H. Christ himself.
Yeah. Jesus could have showed up for Phobia and teamed with Katie Loss, and I would have been like, I hope Jesus loses.
Why'd you team yourself with her?
I felt like I had to. I was like, oh, fuck it.
No, that was
I haven't teamed with Katie in ages, so we'll have a little time. Let me tell you, it was a very little time.
Yeah.
So well.
You guys all joked about a pregame, and she was like, "Shut up!" But
to be fair, she didn't die instantly to PVE.
No,
she lived longer than you did.
That was the notion.
Yeah. Brew decided to spare her longer than you did.
Oh, yeah, she did. That's right.
I don't know. After I killed you, I was like, oh my god, I've killed the organizers. Either I'm getting kicked or I'm taking over.
No,
Flu is the first one.
If anyone's getting kicked, it's Flop.
Yeah.
That man, he hates Phobia.
Like, who invited that guy?
I spent multiple seasons. I tried to get him to sub and play, and it never works out. And he finally comes in and he hates Phobia.
Complains the whole time.
He did. That's what I
He's
complained
yelling
to. I
and
was like,
screaming
"You
for
gotta
no
stop
reason
complaining."
during fights, distracting his team. Like,
Floppening. That's what happened to Jacob.
I'll see if I'll see if the coming seasons if I can do a little special challenge here and see how long I can go without doing team of 3. Ooh, that'll be a fun little adventure.
You did 3-2. You gotta do a big team next season, I think.
the next season should have random team sizes.
Or an FFA.
I'm scared about an FFA, just because if they always don't get the best turnouts.
Right.
That's why you don't tell anybody beforehand.
I think like with Prime, I'm thinking I'm just gonna do like a very quick like turnaround production season whenever I do an FFA.
What is UHC Prime? What does it mean? What does it
I
represent?
don't know.
Okay.
It means UHC is in its prime.
Yes.
Holy smokes.
Obviously.
It only took 12 years.
I'm just stirring a pot of a bunch of groups for my little UHC pass.
Can I
actually long,
join and
but-
represent O Block?
O Block representation. There's some O Block in there, even though they
Whoa.
haven't played. I will say.
Mules for reals?
Is Fish to
Hands
Escape
up.
Life in there?
If Fish to Escape Wife is in UHC Prime, I can't even be mad. That'd be insane.
I'm not one to spoil. I'm posting season 2 trailers right now, though, and I'd keep an eye out.
Fish to Escape Wife skin is all white, so if I do see somebody that's all white, then like
Okay.
I
will know.
gotta get Fish to Escape Life in here.
he might join. He probably would only want to team with me, but yeah. Or maybe not. I don't know.
I like the idea that like
I'm with vintage beef, and he's like, ugh.
yeah, suggest like a vintage beef or a shut up brick, and he's like, nah, it could be Fruit Logic.
Yeah, sir. There's a like sizable subset of people who would agree to that.
Too many.
You go on OCTC and you ask about vintage beef, they say who? You say Fruit Logic, they say Fruit Logic.
Fruit Logic.
You know that like the thing with like it's like book and movie, and the line for movie is really long, and the line for book is like one person.
Vintage beef line versus the
OCTC.
Fruit Logic line.
Your movie. Shut up, brick is book.
Oh man.
I feel like there's a little chance that there might be some more O Block representation in the future.
There's just so many good picks. And
I
Preambly.
believe Preambly left.
Well, the main reason was that Llama tried her best to do a last minute pull of beef for this season. So I feel like, but she also said that if she managed to do that, she had one condition: I had to add someone.
I know who that is.
What was that?
Yeah, so
condition?
if Llama ends up getting the beef pool in the coming seasons, expect someone from O Block to show up.
Okay, that's kind of unfair. It's somebody that's been
Why?
recommended multiple times and vouched for multiple times, but you know, it's whatever.
This is why I'm fine with the deal, because it's probably something I would have done anyway.
Yeah, but it's like the fate of my friend rests in vintage beef hands.
Is it Starlight Man?
Oh, I wonder.
Yeah, it
I
is. Yeah,
figured this.
If that's Starlight Man.
Yep,
Figured that
you've
or
got it
Crow,
here.
but I feel like Crow isn't like an O Block guy.
Crow is not O Block, no.
yeah. Also, gotta be real, Crow not at all high on my list of people to add. Mostly just because in terms of rounds and stuff, he's a bit.
He said he would do anything to be here.
If he can type less, I'll think about it.
Ooh,
Anything.
anything. Well, he said he would break his UHC hiatus he's on to play, which I guess is not really anything, but it's something.
Yeah, he's one of those people who type a little too much during UHC.
Yeah, but if you
Yeah,
have people like Oblivion in this roster, you can have Crow JRC in this roster.
Bliv is like.
I know Bliv doesn't really play, but like still.
Also, Bliv is a case of like he's already here.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
Oh my god.
Like,
But
it's
why?
Like, I'm not going to be like, hey, you like, hey, Bliv, you know how you get mad at things in the past? Yeah, I'm kicking you now for those things you did.
Oh, I just meant like play style type stuff.
Yeah, like I'm like he can be, but like in Phobia, he's been fine. And also, but the thing is, it doesn't change the fact that some people can exist who are like that right now in the roster, but doesn't mean I'm okay with adding more people who will be who could be problems. I like to keep problem people to a minimum.
After season 20, you gotta kick micros. It just happens sometimes.
Yeah, heartbreaking stuff.
It's just those problem people.
I will. I can never every once in a while when Bliv in what was it 16 or 17, right when he teamed with NT Bama, and he was like, "You put him on the wall like a poster." I just that stays in my mind all the time.
Rent free. Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's a. I always like to use season 17 as an example of like compared to season 24 of the teams glow up, because I think the season 24 teams pretty great, very happy with them. Season 17 teams, what the fuck?
There were some bangers, but there were some.
Well, there's been a lot higher. Not that I've
season
been
17. when I showed my girlfriend all of the Phobia seasons, we watched the season 17 one, and she was like, "I don't really like your teammate this season. He's kind of rude to you. He keeps telling you what to do."
Who's your teammate?
Who are you with again?
I was with Mikey.
Oh my god, no, Mikey.
That's even funnier.
He's a bit of a hawk. He's a bit of a commander.
Yes, I usually just make fun of him.
I really want to see his perspective of me killing him. I want to know what he said. Because
I guess maybe one of the
my
first
health.
Phobia in that season in a while that actually watch as many perspectives as possible. Because I think the last 2 seasons I was kind of down on my own season, so that kind of detracted me from actually watching the seasons. But this season I think I'll actually try and watch as much as possible.
There were a lot of cool teams.
Oh yeah. There's so much cool shit.
You can watch my team's perspective, and Torn says, "I'm gonna do something," and then I press tab, he's on 39%. And he's like, "I shouldn't have done that."
What episode does Torn die in?
No, it's before he dies. It's really early season.
What episode does he die in?
I want to say 4. I think he just
I'll
blew
watch
up
the
to a
first
creeper.
4 episodes of your team, and then I think...
Oh my god. What would you have done if you were alive? Would you have rushed into a team and died? Please tell me.
Yes, simply died.
Yeah, but then I didn't, and it made the season more interesting. If I just died to yellow, then it's that fight at the end doesn't happen. And Haven Hand doesn't get the epic one-tap headshot cross-map 360 no-scope snipe on me.
It was a good shot, to be fair.
You're burning to edit that.
Yeah, when it happened, I yelled. I unmuted myself to yell nice shot.
It was good.
Hell yeah.
I wonder did he predict me, or it's because the shot he took before that went probably 50 blocks over my head, and I was like, okay, this guy's not hitting me. And then the next shot is so good.
He hit the practice shot, and he was like, okay, and then he just wired in.
He triangulated.
Yeah. He's like, okay, if that went that way, then this is the perfect shot.
If this one goes straight up in the air, this one's gonna hit him next.
Did some trigonometry or some shit.
Easy peasy.
Dare I say lemon squeeze?
If he predicted me, that's insane. If he just shot and I happened to walk into it, that's
I think he kind of just was shooting arrows.
Yeah. I did my due diligence. I got my frags. And
Sounds nice.
I spent my time having fun.
I got my one.
I got my App 2 death. as is mandated for the celebratory seasons.
Dude, I never early PvP. I never fight in caves. I saw you and my primal instincts activated. It's this man is
right.
This man in front of me is dying now.
I know. I was like, Fruit Logic episode 2, really?
Right.
Did he think it's me up?
Oh man, you're almost as good with his jokes as Brodator is. Maybe if you make them 50 more times, you'll get up to his level.
All right. Well,
Really?
okay, we'll do
episode
that.
2, Fruit Logic? Really? Episode 2, Fruit Logic?
Oh my god, he's doing
Really? Episode 2, Fruit
He's
Logic?
getting there.
Really? Episode 2, Fruit Logic? I'll save a few more for other rounds because I'm sure they'll come up again.
No. I'm trying.
Yeah. Okay. So I think coming week, the Phobia Council will converge.
Woohoo!
We'll go about sorting out the production stuff. So Colin, you're gonna get your big paycheck.
Holy
Yay.
smokes! Oh my god.
And Sid will also get a nice paycheck. I kind of scared him with how much Arnie would have to do, but it turns out it would actually be much less. So we're gaming.
For the weaponing.
Then yeah, I guess we talk about what we do next season. Probably don't have to plan it for a little while, but we can talk about it. There'll be something. We'll scare Leon with whatever the fuck we decide to do.
We should host it on Pi Day because it's a number
That's the
season.
name of the game, is it not?
Yeah,
Scare.
true. Leon can't play, so we scare him by making him make
Do a
awful game
mustard
modes.
season.
Oh no.
He would die.
Yeah, okay. It's 6 in the morning. I gotta go to sleep.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think
Isn't
I'm
that
going
like
to
a wake-up
slip
time?
off for a bit too.
I'll
Hey,
head off and wait for the new one invite.
You got it.
It's coming your way.
Rooting for you.
It's just, can you send that to me once you get it too?
And share the
No!
All right, have a good night, gamers. Thanks for
Thanks for
showing up.
hosting.
Had a great time.
See ya.
All right, GN.
Okay. I'm gonna 4.5 hour post game. Cause I don't know. I think there's gonna be a 5-hour video. I might have to split it up. Oh my god. That was a lot of fun. That was really cool. I wanted to clutch up, but I'm okay with who I died to and how I died. It's like I just feel like the flashback to when Elu hit that shot on me, which also was only one shot in Peaks and Valley Season 3 spoilers. Except this one wasn't as bad because at least Kubislav was alive and did the funny snowball stuff afterwards. But good season. I still can't believe I killed my kill. That's probably the craziest kill I've ever gotten. Oh man. Anyways, thanks for watching. Bye.